Grizzly going crazy, nigga.
Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? I remember going to school, never had the latest shoes. You was raised to make it cool, I was raised to make a move. We was playing with different bags, so I kept getting shitted on. It was motivation, telling myself stay patient. Package touchdown, gotta relocate it. If that body got took down, guess it was donated. Plug ain't from round town, but we both native. Yeah, sliding with my body, I got a Joe waiting. Can't let these hoes spend the night, ain't got no home training. Heard your damn mixtape, gave it a low rating. Yeah, streets reply, I look right in a Mercedes. Creep at night, the city lights going brave. She popping it like that is meant for, can't be no road and extendo. Bitch, I put me in the friend zone till she see me in the end zone. Hoes calling from other zip code, trapping hard, I need a flip on this, the new pack, the last one, bingo. Coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Stepping out cool, rock and roll my watch and shoes. They scream wave, ain't bring a pool. Mainstream think they scream my moves. Jack hit me up like gotta leave round 2. Know what's going on, man, you need it come through. I'm the neighborhood superintendent. Dogs in the den, got the cushion in the kitchen. Look here, baby, I'm on real time. Needle in the haystack, but still shine. Wave guard, grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait for it. Grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait. Tell them. Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the
Hey, it is going down. It is officially going down. Like, share, subscribe to the show. Send this to your friends, man. Your people want to learn on this Sunday, and we got the motherfucking information, man. Hey, we got two heavyweights in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy Ya and my boy Jashub. It is going down. Like, share, and subscribe to the show. This is going to be one for the ages. We need everybody roll your blunt. Get your drink, get your popcorn, get your chips and dip, your goddamn macaroni and nachos. Get everything you need because we about to get to this goddamn information. You know what I'm saying? And get your pen and paper too. Get your pen and paper. You is gonna need your pen and paper. You know what I'm saying? You is gonna need your pen and paper. At the end of the day, the motto over here is we learn every day. At the end of the day, the motto is the motto over here is we learn every day. All right, I got somebody in the back named Mercy. Y'all know who Mercy is?
I had no clue, bro. I don't know who that is.
Hey, Mercy, we doing a debate, gang. You got to come after. You got to come at the end. We doing a debate. We'll holler at you, Mercy. All right, hey, man, I'm going to let both of these fighters introduce themselves. Like I said at the beginning, like, share, and subscribe to the show. Spread the show. Send this to your auntie. Send this to your grandma. Send this to every goddamn family member. Send this to your partner, your girlfriend, and your side chick. And we about to get into this information. I'm going to let Jashub go first just to introduce himself. It's not the opening, just the introduction. You got the flow, Jashub.
Yeah, man, y'all know what it is. 15-0, Yap Game representative. Putting in that work, killing shit. I'm the Jason Voorhees of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put it down. We're going to destroy all Afrocentric thought. Got another Afrocentric nigga with a death wish, bro. So, yeah, y'all going to learn about China, bro. Y'all going to learn about Chinese ancestry. This brother trying to fool y'all. But we here to represent genetics properly and teach our ancestry properly, man. Yap Gang representative. Let's get it.
Already. Hey man, shout out to Ray, shout out to Uncle Shaka, shout out to Big Hemi, shout out to Mel. Let's get it. Pandemus, what's goody? All right, yeah. This the introduction. Just introduce yourself to the people. Yeah, you there?
Mute yourself.
Oh, I'm tripping. I had muted y'all mic. That's my fault. All right, y'all, you got the flow. My bad.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you, Mercy was my brother, bro. He was good.
Oh no, hey, listen,
because
you gotta come at the end, y'all.
Oh, okay, but yeah, man, you already know what it is, man. Y'all, my name really speak for itself. My work really speak for itself. I don't really do no whole bunch of talking. I ain't about to get in here and talk about no 15 and old. Just go back and look at the footage. He's about to be part of that footage. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, facts over the bullshit. Let's get it.
All right, hey, yeah. Tell Mercy he can come at the end. I'm gonna drop the link for everybody to hop on.
Okay.
All right. Shout out my boy Bantu. Shout out to the bar Reloaded. Uncle Neo Love is in the building. Uncle Neo, I need that theme song. I need me a theme song. Let's go and get to this goddamn debate, man. Do we need to flip a coin on who is going first? Who is going first?
He the negative, so he got to go first, and then we got to do our intros before we go.
All right. Let's go and get to the opening. Let's go and get to this damn opening.
My question
all right,
would be,
y'all.
Hey, yo.
What'd you say, y'all?
Hey, yo. How would I be the negative? How would I be the negative when all my bodies is on this platform?
I misspoke. You the affirmative, so you go first. The negative always goes second. You the affirmative, so you go first.
The negative.
Yes, that's how debates work. I'm saying no. You're saying yes. You're affirming.
Y'all want me to flip a coin? Y'all want me to?
Nah, he got to go first. That's debate structure.
Man, flip a coin. This judo nigga tripping, man. Flip a coin.
That's not a flip a coin thing. That's not how debates work. You are the affirmative. You got to affirm the argument.
But why would I let you cast some shots over here when I got the
affirmative.
most bodies over here?
You are the affirmative.
All right. I got it
first.
Hey, we good. Y'all relax. Hey, y'all relax. Hey, I got heads and I got tails. Which one of y'all is heads?
This is crazy, man.
Go ahead and we say it's gonna be a nigga tail because it's gonna be this nigga
heads
ass,
in the
man.
bed, but this is not how debates work.
Hey, we good. We gonna handle it right now. Which one of y'all is heads?
I say heads in the bed, head in the bed, bro.
All right. So Jashub is heads and y'all is tails. All right, heads. I got heads right here. Who is heads?
I was heads. Y'all Ratazar is going first.
All right, now, hey, Jashub, you head, so you got to go first, Jashub.
No, I called the coin toss, so he got to go first.
You called the hold up, hey, yeah, guys, let's relax. You called the coin toss and it landed on heads, so that means heads got to go first.
I get to pick.
Nah, we didn't. Nah, I ain't. Nah. Jashub, let's go and get it out the way, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. What they asking for? Invoke the Holy Spirit in this motherfucker.
Hey, bro, he going first.
All right, so we need a.
Why you scared, bro?
Y'all want to.
That's how debates work.
You go first. Jashub, you lost the coin toss, gang.
I won the coin toss. I said heads in the bed, and you gave me head. You gave me the heads coin flip.
Nah, heads mean you go first. Heads don't mean you get to choose.
Yes, it does.
Brother.
What?
Brother, if I do the coin toss, that mean heads mean look. This is what we're gonna do. I'm about to check this out. Give me 2 minutes. Y'all give me 2 minutes, and I'm gonna let y'all decide on who go first. And while we wait this 2 minutes, get more people in here.
No, I ain't about to be no care, bro. I go first, bro, because I don't even like the energy of you know what I'm saying? That ain't how I move, bro. So I go first, bro. But Jashub, you
all right, so do you
I got the most bodies.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the most bodies.
Hold up. Everybody mute y'all mic. All right, so check me out. Y'all if y'all tired of rocking that bullshit, if you tired of shopping on Amazon for a shirt that just say shirt, if you tired of buying pants that just say pants, yeah, if you tired of buying a hoodie that just say hoodie, no distinction, come holler at Pine Club Apparel. All right, y'all say he gonna go first. Let's go and get to the bottom of this.
So
Hey, this is just an introduction. Hold up, Jashub, mute your mic. Jashub, mute your mic. So I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes, and I'm gonna give you at the most 5 minutes to do your introduction, and let's go and get this goddamn show on the road. You gotta unmute your mic, y'all.
All right, I unmuted it. All right, so let me go ahead and get to this introduction, man.
All right, hey, yeah, this is just your intro right here.
All right, cool. So, like I say, man, hey, look, it's all simple, y'all. You know, we know where the Neanderthal, we know where the Homo hybridgenesis DNA mutated at, and we know they mutated up in the north in Russia and things of that nature. We also know that the haplogroups that was found that were mutated strands, that the strands that mutated from the origins of O, the haplogroup O, A, and L. We know those are found in those regions, and those are indigenous to Africa. So we're not gonna play games. We know where they're indigenous to, Southeast Africa. So we're not really gonna play a lot of games with this brother, man. And I'm just ready to put this work in, brother. That's all it is.
All right. Let me unshare your screen. All right, Jashub, I'm gonna give you up to 5 minutes for your introduction.
You got Jashub versus another debate out the wazoo. I searched the internet. Y'all Rata Za. Yahoo? Bitch ass nigga didn't show up on Yahoo. Hey, Wavy, I heard this nigga can box. Well, that's exactly what he gonna get. A box. And his mama gotta watch the shit. On Fox. We don't follow Yahweh. But we known for killing shit like Yahweh. Come through masked up like a cosplay. You get smacked and punched. Get put in a bag first. Then a box. Captain Crunch. Swing on us. You get dead like Tupac. Since you acting foul, I'm gonna give you your 2 shots. You ain't about no action, nigga. I'll clap this nigga. Have him step in a box. He an action figure. Y'all food stamps. He ain't dropping no hot shit. And since we talking Chinese, get hit with these chopsticks. The best debater, as far as I can tell. My rebuttal slice as well. Marble slabs. The counter's nice as hell. Phlebotomist. My job is to draw blood literally. Draw down on a character. Calligraphy. The shit you pitching, Zachariah stitching. I'm about to pick you apart. Talent acquisition. I got made Colonels on the team.
Yeah, hold on,
bro. Don't go through my raps, bro. Don't talk to my raps. This is my intro. I've been doing this shit, bro.
All right, hey, my bad. I muted this mic.
God damn. I got made Colonels on the team. They'll put 2 in your muffin. My illegals will do it for nothing. I had them aliens come do an abduction. It's about to get dark for you. The red dots, the only bright spots. Got the morgue looking like Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. It's a few niggas in the icebox. I let a clip bust. He ain't gonna do shit but bitch up, and I've been telling you niggas. It ain't a debate. It's a stick up. Lucifer, nigga.
All right. Hey, yeah, share your screen one more time. Let's get into this first round. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe to the show. We about to have a goddamn, this about to be one for the ages right here. This about to be one. Silky D in the goddamn building. Uncle JJ in the goddamn building. Hey, we got all the superstars in the chat tonight.
I would start by saying them boys is weak. You know, if y'all want to see.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. Hey, yeah. Share your screen.
You got me
muted. Share your screen. right.
Y'all see what it is, man. So before I gracefully start that period, I'm just gonna say that them bars is hella weak. You know. But let's get to it. Let's get to the information. All right, y'all already see the human dispersal out of Africa. This is a lasting debate, man. Come on, let's get to it. This is the punitive migration waves out of Africa and back migrations into the continent, as well as the locations of the major ancient human remains in the archaeological sites. Genetics with the genome, wide genome, and the sequence techniques coupled with the archaeological evidence substantially confirms that the African origin of the first modern humans while highlighting many complexities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this map. Where do you see the hybrogenesis, which is right up here in the north of Asia? You see, this is a genetic mutation. Over time, they evolve from each other. We will see this later in the work that I will be presenting today. So for this brother to nope, I'm just gonna show the information. Let's get it. Professor Jin Lee from the National Human Genome Center of Fudan University. 2005 DNA testing proved that the first inhabitants of China were black Africans. Although he set out to prove that the Chinese evolved independently, China took blood samples from 12,127 men in 163 populations in Asia, including China and Southeast Asia and Siberia. And what they found, look what they found, Josh. Let's just look at what they found. This is crazy. And they found that everyone that inherited one of the three markers indicating that their Y chromosome could be traced to their forefathers who lived in Africa in the past 35,000 to 89,000 years, who came to a simple conclusion. Jen says that there is a mutation left from the archaic. There's no mutation left from the archaic Asians. Their testing showed that 65 branches of the Chinese carry similar DNA mutations as the people of Southeast Asia. Let's get it. Again, let's look at this map, ladies and gentlemen. It shows what? The haplogroup L. You see A, L, and O in Africa. And you also see the L from the migrations in Asia. You also see the O over by China. Well, you see the L up by China. You see the O in Asia. Now, come on, man. This is really common sense. Let's just read it, though. So 4 chromosome haplogroups, the C, the D, and the O and the N are accounted for more than 90% of the East Asian Y chromosomes. It is suggested to have the Southeast Asian origins were carried by 3 ways of migrations. The distribution of the Western Eurasian specific Y chromosome haplogroups is the E, the G, the H, the I, the J, and the L, and the Q, and the R, and the T. In the Northwest China, they reflect to the recent gene flows from the West and the probable northern route migrations. Let's get it. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. This is a Wu colleague. Her name is Sheila Atria of Texas A&M University. She recently reanalyzed the Dolly skull, and she found that it may force her to rewrite. It must force us to rewrite our evolutionary history. Now, after all, it was incredibly similar to the 2 separate Homo sapien skulls previously found in Morocco. Jashub, I think that the gene, well, but hold on. Before we even go there, what I have highlighted in the yellow will show this. The continuity of the hybridization model is countered by the overwhelming genetic data that point to Africa as the wellspring of modern humans. Studies of the Chinese population show that 97.4% of the genetic makeup is from ancestral modern humans from Africa, Jashub, with the rest coming from extinct forms of Neanderthal and the Denevisan. That is what I showed you on the first very map, and that was what I was speaking about, the genetic mutation that happened over time, Jashub. Here we have another source. We have a genome-wide scan of the archaic homonym, integrations of the Eurasians, which revealed a complex admixture history, Jashub. The class 1 genomic segments of the compromise, it comprised the majority of the whole genome of 97.6%, and are genetically closest to the modern Africans of the E allele rate, which is from the E family. Everybody know the Haflo E family. It's saying that these people are more kin to the E family, sir. Let's go. Again, we see the map. We see that the Homo sapiens lived for how long before we see the genetic mutation? For 2.5 million years before we see a genetic mutation, Jashub. So at one time, that means everybody was the same. African, Negroid, Yashub. All right, genetic trail for the early migrations out of the Asan Guru. This is the imperial house of the Qing dynasty. The house of the Asan Guru and the imperial clan of the Qing dynasty in 1644 to 1911. It affected the history of China and the formation of the Manchu ethnicity greatly. However, owing the lack of historical records and the archaeological evidence, the origin of the House of the Sangoro remains ambiguous. To clarify the origin of the Sangoro clan, we have conducted the Y chromosome sequences and the samples, which is the single nucleotide polymorphism of the Y, y'all see the Y chromosome, which is talking about the father here. All right, the genotyping on the 4 samples beside for those that were reported in the previous work. We have confirmed that the paternal lineage of the Asan Guru belongs to the haplogroup, the CEB1A3A2 FA951, a brother branch of C3 star cluster, currently named as the C3B1A3A1 F3796. It was once linked to Genghis Khan. We all know who that is, which is quite different from the quite different from the predominant lineage of the C3 in M48 and the other Tungizic speaking populations. We have determined that the series of the Y haplos markers from the assigned Guru clan and the diversity of the analysis of the C3B1A3A2 FA9. Okay, y'all can read that. Okay, revealed the early migrations that were of the ancestors of the assigned Guru clan from the middle teaches that the Amar River to the later settlements in southeastern Manchuria. Hence, on the results, such they would suggest that the San Guru clan may be the descendants of the ancient population of Transbescal region, closely related to the origins of the Dor populations. Of our research that indicated that these were detailed researches that were stemming from deep sequences of the Y chromosome, which are helpful to explore the prehistoric activities in the population lacking historical records and archaeological evidence. Now, when you look at these haplo groups, bringing this out because when we look at that, the C3B1A, 31A, 3A2 of the Asan Guru, you see the region that is at. Now, watch this. The C2 ST, the C3 star cluster, brother to the house of the San Guru Y chromosome haplogroup, is indeed linked to the African origins of the modern humans. While not solely concentrated in Africa, its presence and patterns and distributions are globally consistent with the patterns of human migration and population admixture, further supporting the idea that modern humans originated in Africa. Yashub. Now, the Y chromosome haplogroup of CA cluster, this is just to back it up. You see, it was a study that was confirmed. In this study, it was proposed that the Y profile, the Y of the Genghis Khan here was examined through the origins of the C2S2ST clusters in association with the Genghis Khan and the Mongol. The Mongol. Now, if you know anything about the Mongol, this is where we're talking about the Denevisan, and this is where we're talking about the Neanderthal. This is where they come from. This is who they are. So just putting that label out there. But let's when we talking about the Mongols. So and we'll bring you more information about that. But this is a postscript. It can be safely estimated that the African presence existed in China from the most remote period. And the evolution of the physical type is indigenous and the phenomenon ethnically through the climate and other environmental factors. The Negroid type appears to have differentiated in the Mongolian or the modern Chinese type. The Negrito or the pygmy, in which categories the Bushmen included, were perhaps the earliest Homo sapiens to occupy a region extending from the Himalayas in the west to the eastern China seaboard. Now, from about 30,000 BC to 11,000 BC, the diminutive black people played a dominant role in civilizations of Central Asia. Kimpart calls the Pygmies an early branch of the Eurasian race, with whom he associated the Bushman type. They are a dirty yellow color with slightly slanted eyes and the predominant cheekbones and primitive, handsome, Diociphiatic people. Let's get it. All right, here we see. Although much has been made of the Dawi and the disappearing of the tribe of Tyrone Pygmies, over the years, very little science has been done in regards to this issue, and virtually none if we're talking about the humanitarian work that's been taking place on their behalf. The tribe now faces complete extinction in Burma. Now, the Turan, which we see the Tuareg, are an ethnic group in the Himalayan foothills of the northern Kachin state of Myanmar, whose population is declining at this point, where they are disappearing entirely. They have been referred to as the East Asian Pygmies. They are allegedly descended from the ethnic group concentrated in China, known as the Durung, who migrated to Burma from Tibet in the 1880s. But like the Pygmies of Central Africa and the Nigeritos of South Asia, they are the terrors and are very small. Now, we all know that the pygmies are small, so I'm not gonna get into that. Y'all can look at that. All right, let's get it. In addition to the legends of the Saisayat, who lived in the mountain areas of the Sensu of Moali counties, they have sustained the traditional ceremonies and the events and the songs in the honor of their ancestors and their neighbors that mention that the Black Pygmy people, including the most famous event known as the Pasta. The Pasta is the ritual worshiping of Black Pygmy spirits. According to the legends of the Saisayat group, in ancient times were the neighbors with the dwarf-sized Thai people, who were the Saisayat, who had learned medicine, singing, dancing, and other rituals from the Thai. Well, nonetheless, the Thai often harassed the Saisayat women, and therefore the Saisayat eventually killed most of the Thai. Ongawa and Asia. This is just showing you some some tags if y'all want to go look at it. And y'all see this event taking place right here. They saying that their ancestors are the Black Pygmies that we know come from Africa.
Let's 2 minutes.
All right. Nigeritos in Taiwan. Let's get it. A recent archaeological discovery in Exalma, the caves of Taiwan, has revealed 6,000-year-old skulls providing evidence for existence of small, dark-skinned hunter-gatherers, possibly Nigeritos in the region during the pre-ceramic period. This discovery confirms the builds upon the existing legends among the Formosan and the Austronesians tribes about the little Black people who predated their arrival. Let's get it. This year we got a skull. Human skulls. I should wait to bring this out because it's gonna be lovely. But the human skulls, these are human skulls that were found in China, and they might have been intentionally reshaped according to the new study. Well, the skulls were found in Tohotomonga, which is a site in the northeastern China at the Jilin province. And the date was back to 12,000 to 5,000 years ago, probably the oldest and the longest known case of the reshaped human skulls. Overall, archaeologists have found for 25 skeletons, and 11 of which had skulls that were artificially reshaped. The brain cases that were elongated and their bones at the front and the back of their head flattened. Now, come on. We know that this comes from, we know that this is an Ethiopian thing. We know that these are found in Africa. We know that these have been found in Egypt. But we will get into that. I will let my time, I will yield my time. And I will say, yeah, we're going to have fun tonight. Hi, unshare the screen, brother.
What you say?
Hi, unshare the screen.
Oh, you done?
Yeah, I said I'm going to go ahead and yield my time because I know I got this little 2 minutes.
All right. I just unshared it right there. All right. Hey man, we going into that I just sent you the link to the debate. Send that to Mercer so he can get out of here and watch it from YouTube.
Okay, for sure.
Mercer. All right, Jashub, let's get this money. We going into the bottom of the first round, and I see all the superstars in the chat. Peace to y'all. Like, share, and subscribe.
Man, I'm about to pick you apart.
Talent
acquisition. Hey, bro, that was garbage to say the least. The debate title: Are the ancient East Asians and or Chinese Africans genetically? Of course not. I'll be arguing the negative. This brother does not understand population divergence. You brought up the out of Africa event, and you clearly don't understand population differentiation and population diversion. Mute out while I'm talking. You brought up out of Africa human dispersals. You brought up Southeast Asian origin for these people. So the science papers that you provided showed that these people are Southeast Asian in origin and not African in origin. Why? Because populations become differentiated, diverge, and become distinct. Bringing up modern humans coming from Africa does not help your argument. We all know that. That's not the topic. We're not arguing the out of Africa. We're arguing on the ancient East Asians, Africans genetically. Now I'm just going to show the people what you share and read from yours. You made the rebuttal session so easy for me tonight. Y'all keep doing this, man. Y'all keep reading things that cut and kill your own argument. So I'm going to share with you guys this brother bringing this up, man. And this really goes to your own misunderstanding here. So this is exactly what he shared. I snipped it. What does this say right here? Genetic trail of the early migrations of Isengiro, the imperial house of the Qing dynasty. Here's the abstract. None of this says anything about a localized African origin. None of this supports a Renuka Rashidi idea of Africans being in these regions. None of it. Haplogroup C3, according to this paper, is Tungusic speaking populations. This has nothing to do with that. They come from the Amur River region, which is in East Asia and China. What are you doing? Why are you reading this? Why do y'all keep killing your own goddamn argument? Y'all keep doing this. It says, hence our results suggest that the Isengiro clan may be descendants of ancient populations in the Transbaikal region. This is very simple. Now we can go to family tree DNA and type in C3B18 F8951. I'm going to be very quick with this rebuttal, man. And you kept doing it. It's like 6 rebuttals. I probably won't even be able to get my round if I go through all of the crazy shit you said. So let me pull up my family tree DNA. I keep having to teach you guys population divergence. I keep having to teach you guys how populations are differentiated. Ancient Chinese people are not Africans. And no, they're not African bush pygmies. Renuka Rashidi was absolutely incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. And I'm going to kill your whole round just by going to Globe Trekker and use a simple DNA tool. As you guys can see, we're going to type in C3, and then I'm going to get into my information. C3. Let's do C, my bad. And see where it differentiates and become origin or have its origin. As you guys can see, Haplogroup C is outside of Africa, 45,000 BCE. All of its descendants are the purple and green marks right there. They're going into Asia. They're making their way into America. Why the hell would you read this? They diverge, become distinct outside of Africa. These are non-African populations that you are making reference to. And the paper that you read says they were in the Amur region, which is in China. It's very simple. Very simple. Now let's get into the round. So we're gonna go to presenter view and slideshow. Then we're gonna go to presenter view. As you guys can all see the title that this guy has been off the topic this whole entire time, talking about out of Africa. What needs to be established by Yaratazar? He needs to establish a chronology, the time frame from which the presupposed African introgression event took place. DNA needs to be established as well. My opponent must show and prove genetic African components in ancient China in or surrounding East Asian regions. All he did was show y'all Negritos come from Southeast Asia, that the Amur population come from Southeast Asia. He didn't show anything that points towards a localized African origin. My opponent must understand populations diverge and differentiate from one another. The population that he showed are not Africans. They're non-Africans. We're going to get into it, man. Key word, differentiation. Genetic studies comparing present-day Australasians and Asians show that they likely derived from a single dispersal out of Africa, which is what he tried to hone on, rapidly differentiating into three main lineages. The Chinese people, East Asians, come from these lineages that have been differentiated. They are not African. One that persists partially in South Asia, one that is primarily found today in Australasia, and one that is widely represented across Siberia, East Asia, and Southeast Asia. Studies of ancient DNA from human remains in Asia, dating from as far back as 45,000 years, has greatly increased our understanding of the population dynamics leading to the current Asian populations. Didn't say anything about these people coming from localized Africans, rainforest hunter-gatherers, Khoisan, none of that. That's pseudo. Source, A Genetic History of Migration, Diversification, and Admixture in Asia, Melinda A. Young, Pivot Science Publications, 2022. Again, what does it mean to differentiate? Genetic differentiation refers to the accumulation of genetic differences between populations or species encompassing the diversification of genes, organisms, and populations through evolutionary and ecological processes, ScienceDirect.com. So it's clear that the Chinese people, the ancient Chinese people, the Han Chinese, the Qing dynasty that you brought up, the Amur people, the Yellow River people, all of these people have differentiated and became distinct. They're not African. Population divergence. Genetic divergence is the process in which two or more populations of an ancestral species, after the population become reproductively isolated for some period of time. So they become independent and have independent genetic changes. That's why they have their own haplogroups, their own autosomes that are unique to them. And here's a chart I used in my last debate. It's very, very simple. Here's the human family tree. Populations diverge and become unique. As you can see where it says East Asia, the EAS, they split from earlier Eurasians about 40 to 50,000 years ago and become distinct. They're East Asian, not African. Chinese people descend from non-Africans. The genomes of present-day humans outside of Africa originate almost entirely from a single-out migration 50 to 70,000 years ago, followed by a mixture with Neanderthals contributing 2% to all what? Non-Africans. What's the source? A Southeast Asian origin for present-day non-African human white chromosomes. You getting cooked, man. These are non-Africans. Chinese people are non-Africans. Ancient Chinese people, Han Dynasty, all of that's non-African history. Now let's define haplogroups. You keep bringing haplogroups, but these guys don't properly utilize the word term or utilize the way haplogroups are supposed to be taught. A haplogroup is a genetic population group of people who share a common ancestor on either their paternal or maternal line. And as we just read, these people literally descend from what we call genetically non-Africans. That's why the word genetically is in the title. LivingDNA.com haplogroups explain. Chinese people descend from non-Africans. We're going to recapitulate and drive this home. 3 present-day Y lineages were carried by the initial migration, the rare haplogroup D, the moderately rare C, and the very common FT lineage, which now dominates most non-African populations. These are non-African people. You brought up haplogroup C. That is a non-African haplogroup. These people are not African. Here we show that the phylogenetic analysis of haplogroup C, D, and FT sequences, including very rare, deep-rooting lineages, together with phylogeographic analysis of ancient and present-day non-African Y chromosomes. Your man killed himself and did seppuku, Japanese ritual suicide, when he brought up haplogroup C. These are non-African people, non-African men. Again, phylogeographic analysis of ancient and present-day non-African Y chromosomes all point to East, Southeast Asia as the origin 50,000 to 55,000 years ago of all known surviving non-African male lineages. And there's the source, Southeast origin, same as the last one. Chinese people, again, descend from non-Africans. Several such trees have been constructed independently and are all consistent. All of the models, all of the trees say the same goddamn thing. Several such trees have been constructed independently and are all consistent in being dominated by a massive expansion of non-African Y lineages during the key interval of 50 to 60,000 years ago, starting from a single haplogroup designated CT. Same exact source. These people are non-African. And here is a map explaining what we just read. Either model is going to have these people being non-African in origin. To the left, model A has C, D, F, starting in what we now know as Saudi Arabia and the Middle East, and then dispersing outward, radiating outward, and eventually making their way to Asia. Model B has the differentiation event happening in Asia. These people split from earlier CT carriers, earlier non-Africans, and split and diverge into all of the distinct non-Africans, including the early Chinese, early Southeast Asian, North Asian, Amir people, and Yellow River people. You're done. It's finished. It's over. Again, here's another chart showing this same thing. Everybody can read maps. Everybody can understand colors. The dark blue color is what's in question. The dark blue color, East Asia, is what's in question. And this is non-African. If it was considered African, it would be orange like the continent of Africa. It is clearly showing you guys that these people are non-African. The little diamond shape here is an ancient individual from East Asia known as Tia Yuan. Tia Yuan is ancestral to most Chinese people. The clade he has is ancestral to most Chinese people. His signature is East Asian in origin. And you read that. You sit up here and read a source that said just that. And this diamond shape on the graph is integral and ancestral to haplogroup N0102. And haplogroups 01 and 02 remain the dominant haplogroup in China. Remains the dominant haplogroup in China. And none of these groups are considered African. These are non-African populations. Denisovan genes, which you brought up, you cannot pronounce correctly. Denisovan, it's Negrito. That's how you say it. Denisovan genes prove long localized East Asian ancestry, not African. We present analysis of the genome of a 34,000-year-old hominin skull cap discovered in the Salkit Valley in northeastern Mongolia. We show that this individual was a female member of a modern human population that following the split between East and West Eurasians, not Africans. We're not talking about Khoisan. We're not talking about rainforest hunter-gatherers. We're not talking about African pygmies here. We're talking about East and West Eurasians. Why? Because people diverge, become distinct. Y'all act like everybody the same. We're not. We differentiate from each other as time progresses. And you said that in your first round. I told you I was nice with the counters. Marble slab, nigga. Experienced substantial gene flow from West Eurasians. Both she and 40,000-year-old individual from Tianyuan, which I just brought up, outside Beijing, which is in China, carry genomic segments of Denisovan ancestry. These segments derive from the same Denisovan admixture events that contributed to present-day mainland Asians but are distinct from Denisovan DNA segments in present-day Papuans and Aboriginal Australians. Denisovan ancestry and population history of the early East Asians by Diendo Maselani. It's clear. They've been there for a long time. These are non-Africans. We can see it within their admixture. We can see it within their autosomes. That's why they have the damn Denisovan signature. That's why the geneticists are deeming them non-African. They come from this branch of humans that diverge, become distinct, and become their own class of the human tree. That human tree is known as the Eurasian tree, and they descend and split into West and East Eurasians, and that's how you get Chinese people. They're very distinct. They're very distinct and separate from African people. They don't share the same autosomes. They don't share the same haplogroups. It's that simple. Chinese, along with other East Asians, descend from non-Africans. Let's keep going. He brought up 12,000 years ago, man. That's 12,000, 7,000 years ago. Individuals from Levant and Iran, allegedly et al., found that Ishman and present-day East Asians share more alleles with each other than with ancient individuals from the Levant and Iran, which indicates that they diverge basally from other non-Africans. How many times I gotta read this to you tonight, bro? They come from non-Africans, y'all. You on that food stamp shit. I couldn't find nothing hot in that first round. A genetic history of migration, diversification, and admixture in Asia. Melinda I. Young, Pivot Science Publications 2022. You're done. It's over. I put 2 in your shit, man. Ancestors of Chinese people are separated and different than Africans. Like we've been reading this entire round. An out-of-Africa model of human dispersal has been well supported by genetic studies. Lucifer, nigga.
All right. It's getting hot in this bitch. Hey, man, like, share, and subscribe. Roll your blunts up. Get the doobie. Pour you another drink and get the popcorn. Like, share, and subscribe one more time. Yeah, we going into the second round. You ready, my brother? You got to share your screen. And you got to unmute your mic, I think.
Yeah, that was a nice little show. So we I'm gonna say to you like this, bro. Man, y'all gotta see the facts, bro. We ain't worried about all that. I'm gonna put 2 in your shit and doing all that WWE shit. We bringing straight facts to the table. So we about to cut this pseudo ass nigga, cause we done showed this nigga that old household group that he was talking about come from where? Africa. Isn't it? He said a lot of dumb ass shit. So let's get to it. So we already went over that. The very next one is showing how the elongated skull was practice migration. So the worldwide distribution of the practice of the internet or the intentional cranial deformation of the ICD and the archaeological records. The areas in they indicate the distribution of the blue dots, and they indicate the sites within the undoubted ICD. The green dots indicate the places where the diocephalic cranial of the crania, which are elongated heads. They may not be ICD data from references. Okay, we gonna go ahead and cut this boy all the way to shreds. Your last scholar you brung out, we got her too, and we got her newest study, right? So her newest study is gonna show you something different. But hold on, let's get it. All right, the oldest evidence intentionally reshaping skulls of the cranial modification is in Africa, and it dates approximately back 13,000 years ago. It is found in what is now Morocco, where skull surgery occurred. The earliest written record of cranial deformation comes from the Hippocrates in about 400 BCE. He described a group known as the Macrophacal or the Macrophali or the Longheads. They were named for the practice of the cranial modification. So Jashub, I gotta ask you, why is that found in China so long ago? All right, let's get it. A lot of dumb shit you said. You said niggeritos, man. You said a lot of dumb shit, but we're gonna get to it. We're gonna checkmate your ass. All right. So it may be emphasized that the Mongolian type, the Mongoloid type from these periods have been recognized as primitive form of the Mongol, which is A. Keith noted, and the Mongolian humanity seems to have evolved from the darker prototype. The missing element to the puzzle may be found in ancient Chinese legends. They describe their annals in a primitive, hairy race of people whom scholars now identify as the Anu, Jashub. The Anu, who predominantly in Japan, some still live in the mountains in China. Some signs of these Negroid and Mongoloid admixture. Some anthropologists, I thought you said, hold on, you said the Negroids descended from what would be the Nevisons, which would be the Mongoloids. Why would they have to mix? You dumb, you cooked. Now, you said cook, nigga, you cooked. All right, some anthropologists consider the Caucasoid. However, a leading authority remarked their noses are too flattish and thick. Their hair, which is long and thick, is coarse, resembling the Mongolian people in few ways. The closest relative to the Anu are the Negroid, the Maori people. A final note of interest is the recording of the Anu. The Anu in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia church work emphatically noted that the Anu came out of Egypt and settled in Persia, India, China, and Asia. They were described as the children of the bear, and the evidence of the bear coat is the prehistoric in China and Egypt and Mesopotamia. We come across references and they're striking down on of the Anu, perhaps some legends of their expulsion from these areas. Now we're gonna get into the expulsion of these areas. Because I know what you try to do. You got a Eurocentric mind state, right? But bro, the truth gotta go forth. So let's get it. The Negro type was originally characterized in characterized where I want to, oh man, because he said what? The Negro type was originally characterized in Southern Asia, of which no doubt it was the sole occupant for an infinitive period of time. Now, from there was various representations of types that migrated into various directions. Invasions and infiltrations of various yellow and white races have separated the Negro populations, which formerly occupied continuous areas. The Negrito subtype is one of the oldest of the race, and was so they was before the whole mutation, because you know that mutation happened over time. They before the Neanderthal and the Denisovans, because you know they came from the Homo hybridus. So you dead right there, but let's get it. Genetic studies indicate that the Negritos in the East Asians share a common ancestral origin, but Negritos are considered to be more basal to East Asians. This means they diverged from the ancestral lineage that led to the modern East Asians to the early point of time. In genetics, the basal refers to the earliest, most primitive group within the broader clade of a group of organisms that indicates. Hold on, let me take this off my screen. Yeah, we gotta see this. I gotta take this off the screen. So, okay, taking it off my screen. All right. So the earliest and the most primitive group in a broader clade of the organisms. It indicates that the lineage diverge early in evolutionary history of that group. Think of it that the root of the starting point was the genetic tree, where all members of all the clade were descended from. And we know they were descended from where? Yashub? Africa. Let's keep going. Let's keep killing this boy. All right. China's first dynasty. China's first dynasty, an emperor founded by King Tang or Tai, who was black. The earliest documented rulership of China was the Shang dynasty or the Qing, which was 1500 to 1008 BC, which is credited to the bringing together of the elements of China's earliest civilization. The Shang was given the name Na Qi. Na, which means black, and Qi, which means man. Now, under the Black Dynasty, the Black Chinese established the basic forms of the graceful calligraphy that lasted to the present day. The first Chinese emperor, the legendary Fu His, is from 2953 to 2383 BC, was without a doubt black, and his African brothers and sisters established the government and social institutions and cultural inventions. Jashub, they are accredited with the creation of the I Ching and the Book of Change, which is which they created from the Nubian Meroitic scripts. We'll get into that, which is the oldest, most revered system of prophecy. It is known to have influenced the most distinguished philosophers of the Chinese thought. The African offspring were responsible for the building of China's earth mounds and pyramids, which are today mistaken for hills due to the eroded appearances and sizes. The pyramids in Japan are not even, or the pyramids in Japan are not made of stone indigenous to Japan. It is said that the small black people built them in the Mu civilization. Now you see the references. Let's keep going. We give respect to our elders. Let's keep going. All right, now why do they got this? We talking about the earliest thing, the earliest sculptures from the Tang Dynasty. She is clearly a Negroid, but this man want to tell me that let's keep going. Clearly again, we see it again. Let's just keep going. This is gonna be a body. The serpent is on his head. Why is the serpent on this sculpture head? Why is the serpent on? Same thing we see in Egyptian culture. Why is they bringing that Egyptian culture way over to the Shang Dynasty? Let's go. We gonna show you why. All right, we got this is the kneeling figure that comes from the tomb of Fu Hu. Now, Fu Hu was the most complete archaeological discovery made by the Chinese government. It was undisturbed by the tomb thieves of Fu Hao. Fu Hao was a remarkable military leader, maybe most powerful female ruler in the period of Chinese history. Now, the archaeologist has found 755 of the jade pieces in her tomb, which speaks of her status. The piece which was protruding from her back looks like a fishtail, which would mean that she's a god or a ghost-like figure. In the Shang Dynasty, you often see the depictions of human-like figures, which are dragon heads or fishtails. They are images of transformation. Now we gonna show why. We gonna show why. All right, you also see, look, you see the nigga in the lion mouth right now. That's the nigga in the lion mouth, but we gonna get to it. All right, this is from the La Tigris. Now, the presence of the diminutive Africoids, which Chinese historians call black dwarfs in earlier southern China during the period of these three kingdoms of 250 CE, is recorded in the book of the official of the Luoyang dynasty of 522 to 556 CE, Jashub. And they are said to be diminutive Africoids, and variously called pygmies, nigeritos, and ayeta, and they are found in the Philippines, northern Malaysia, Thailand, and Sumatra, and Indonesia, and other places. China's first dynasty, dating back to the 18th and the 11th century BCE, apparently had a black background, so much that the conquering Zhou described them as black and oily skinned. Now, look, the bronze vessels, if you want to see that, that's also on the Zoli inscriptions. But the bronze vessels, such as the Latigris, are thus an extremely important component to case and helps the butchers are positioned. Now, the Latigris is far most spectacular for such of its vessels. It is the U vessel. In addition to the Latigris, it is the Cernucci, the Cernucci Museum in Paris. There are similar and near identical artifacts in the Sumitomo collection of Kyoto, Japan. Now let's get it. All right. In 122 BC, we have Prince Lo Nan, who died. In 122, he speaks of the references of the Nigeritos in China as late as the Tang Dynasty. In the Li Ying Ku Chan, contained in the book 197 of the Chu Tang, it is written that the people living in the south of the Yi have woolly hair and black skin. Jashub. In addition, and above, Chinese folklore mentions the expressive Chinese name Li, who was the consort emperor of Zhou Wu Wen, was black. In addition to fighting the Yi, the Zhou also conquered the Nigeritos of southern China. They defeated some, but not all of the Nigerito kingdoms, and especially in Yunnan. Now, these Chinese called the Nigeritos, these Nigeritos, Nigerito blacks, men, and Kunlun. Many of these blacks presently live in the Kuchen, China, and Yunnan, and the Xia people
2
first
minutes.
came
2 minutes.
they first came in contact with these folks in 2116 BC. They are mentioned in the Zhou Li as living along the Yellow River of the Nam Yamzi River Basin area, and they were also constantly at war with the Zhou and the Nam, and they were closely related to the Tabines and the Shibuaxuans, and at the time of the Man states were ruled by the princes. Now let's get it. All right, last one I'm gonna get to read. All right, this is the Qin Shi Hoang. This reign was unified with the warring states. In 221 BC, it was also famous for the ordering of the construction of the army of the terracotta warriors to the watch to watch over his grave. When near the Legion of the Buried Statues, it stands an unexcavated 40 metri, 130 foot, which high. We got the trapezoid round, and it was considered to be Quinn's final resting place. Now, many of Egypt's pyramids are aligned similar, for example, with a barely slight deviation from the coordinate points. Coordinate points. Exactly how they carried them out is still debated, with the recent study suggesting that they used the stars in the equinox, or in the star in the equinoxes. And Quinn was no different. He also had elongated the pyramids to line up in the nearly perfect with the north and the south directions. It is almost certain that is our architects had used the positioning of the sun and the constellations, and they found directions of the geometric south pole. Now, the pyramids in Japan are not made of stone indigenous to Japan. It is said that the small black people had built them during the Moose civilizations, which I said earlier. In later ages, they were responsible in 210 BC for constructing an elaborate tomb for Queen Shi of the Hoangyi, and his body is guarded by an army of soldiers and warriors made out of terracotta.
Time. All right. God damn it. God damn it. Jashub. Going into that second.
Lucifer, man. All right, let's get into these rebuttals. This is crazy. Bro, you're using Negroid. You're using terms like Negroid and Mongoloid. All of these terms are antiquated, outdated, scientific, racist terms from the 19th and 18th century. Modern scientists that are worth their salt do not use terminology like that. Period. They don't. Like, you cooking yourself. And then you start quoting some Sheikh Anta Diop BS about, oh, these people are black, so they're African. They're black because they're African. Black does not equate to African. That's a false equivocation. Most ancestral people on the planet have darker skins and more robust features. That does not mean they're African. Again, y'all don't understand populations differentiating from each other, diverging from each other, and becoming distinct. It is very clear. You even mentioned that Taiwan people or black pygmy people from Africa. That is not supported by science at all. That is not tenable by science at all. You gave a time frame from 12,000 years onward. All of this stuff is going to show and prove that these people are Asian in origin, like some of the sources that you read. You literally just read that Negritos have a Southeast Asian origin. Okay? So this is just crazy. You brought up stuff from the 2nd century BC. Oh, it says they're black. It says they're black. Who cares if they have dark skin? Cambodians today have dark skin. South Asians today have darker skin. That does not make them African. That does not make them the same as sub-Saharan Africans, Khoisan, rainforest hunter-gatherers. They are distinct and differentiated. Let me show you something, man. I just got to get into this real quick. real quick, that just goes straight to the damn wiki on using terms like Caucasoid, Negroid. Are you serious? It's 2025. It's 2025. What does this say, people? Negroid, less commonly known as Congoid, is an obsolete racial grouping. You're using obsolete, antiquated terms from, and then you try to call me the Eurocentric when you're using and invoking Eurocentrism. This is what they were doing. Classifying people based off of their skulls, based off of their skin tone. That's where you're getting that from. Frederick Blumenbach. You're the Eurocentrist. Modern science doesn't teach that. Modern science says that skin tone, eye color, hair texture, all of that is polygenic. Multiple genes result in that and persist in that. Okay? So majority of humans would be dark-skinned and more robust if we go back far enough in time. That does not prove they're African at all. And this is the man that you're getting that type of language from, Frederick Blumenbach. All of this stuff is antiquated. These dudes been dead for 200 years, and you're using their terminology. Now, let's get into some of this other stuff, bro, because this is crazy. Bro, you quoted this paper? You quoted this, Discerning the Origins of Negritos? What part of this doesn't say anything to the like of what you brought up to these people? It don't say that they came from no damn pygmies. It don't say they came from rainforest hunter-gatherers. It does not say that at all. Discerning the Origins of Negritos, first Sunderland people. It's in the damn title. It's telling you that the first people in Sunderland. It don't say shit about no East Africa. It don't say nothing about no rainforest or Congo. It don't say anything of that matter. You just made a bunch of stuff up and you quoted people like Diop. Y'all wonder why I'm against people like that. Human presence in where? Southeast Asia dates back to at least 40,000 years ago. Nothing about Africa, nothing about rainforest hunter-gatherers. Nothing at all. It says here, phylogenetic tree analysis show that Negritos are basal to other East and Southeast Asians. And still nothing about rainforest hunter-gatherers, nothing about pygmies here, African pygmies, and that they diverge from West Eurasians. They're cousins to West Eurasians, not Africans, not West Africans, East Africans, not hunter-gatherers from the continent. West Eurasians. This is a source that you read. Y'all keep killing yourselves. They split from their West Eurasian brothers and sisters at least 38,000 years ago. How do y'all keep managing to shoot yourself in the damn head? How? So that's your origin for Negritos right there, man. This is insane. This is insane. Now let's get into the presentation. All right, so the ancestors of the Chinese people are separated and different than Africans. An out of Africa model of human dispersal has been well supported by genetic studies as discussed in, and that's what y'all hone in on. But again, it's because you guys don't know what divergence is. People diverge, split, and become their own distinct population. Though later sequences of archaic humans have demonstrated a small but notable contribution from archaic humans into early modern humans. Later genetic studies also established that separation from African populations, separation, diverge, differentiation, these are the words you need to learn, likely occurred 65 to 45,000 years ago. Beginning at the turn of the 21st century, genetic studies began to address human dispersal out of Africa, such as a number of dispersals, and shaped the human expansion in Eurasia and beyond. There's the source, genetic history of migration, diversification, admixture in Asia. Non-African ancestry. Modern genomic studies support a model whereby all non-Africans descended from populations that began leaving the African continent at some point after roughly 65,000 years ago. What do the scientists call these people? Non-Africans. Non-Africans. Why? Because they diverge, split, become distinct. It's very simple. Reconstructing the human population history of East Asia through ancient genomes. Early entry into East Asia by non-Africans. Current, and you showing stuff from 2nd century BCE, the first millennium BCE. Bro, you got to address this 50,000 years ago when these populations become distinct. That's their origin point. Chinese people are not a group that go all the way back to the time when they were in Africa, when humans were in Africa. They are a result of non-Africans like we've been reading all night, like you've been reading all night. Again, current data supports a date of modern human entry into East Asia as no earlier than 55,000 to 50,000 years ago. Additionally, a recent genomic study of several 45,000-year-old modern humans in the Bako Cairo cave in Eastern Europe has found these individuals to be genetically closer. That's in the title. You got to show these ancient Chinese people to be genetically African. You have not done that. Genetically closer to modern humans found in East Asia to those in Europe. The oldest ancestry similar to that found in modern Europeans does not appear in Europe until at least 37,000 years ago. This observation suggests that the inhabitants of East Asia may be more closely related to the initial migration waves of modern humans that first populated Eurasia. These are non-African groups. I mean, this shit should be obvious. Reconstructing the human population history of East Asia through ancient genomics, E. Andrew Burnett et al., 2024. East Asians are genetically distinct. We don't see any African DNA. Where's the Yoruba DNA in the East Asians? Where's the rainforest hunter-gatherer DNA? Where's the Khoisan DNA? Where's the haplogroups? Where's the AIMS? Where's the autosomes? Where's the SNPs? I want to see it. Where's the SDRs? Show the people the genetics of these people. Show me that they're African. This is based primarily on the East Asian basal population. My bad, y'all. East Asian basal population branching closely with Southern Eurasian lineages. They don't branch close to African lineages, Eurasian lineages. These are non-African people, leading to Australians, Papuans, and more deeply branching Andaman Islanders. This structure describes a general model of groups expanding along the southern part of the Asian continent and sequentially separating into genetically distinct populations. These are genetically distinct populations. These are non-African people, man. It is important to note that 40,000-year-old Tian individual found in northern China near Beijing can be genetically modeled as basal to both northern and southern East Asian lineages. Given a minimal time frame of the arrival of this ancestry into northern East Asia, these people are genetically distinct. They cluster with other Eurasians. Hell, they split from West Eurasians. They share ancestry with Eurasians. Not Khoisan, not ancient sub-Saharan Africans. You're done. Modern Chinese connect with ancient East Asians. Neolithic Yellow River farmers form a genetic cluster distinct. Yeah, the word tonight is distinct from the ancestral North Asian ancestry profile to the north and Fujian ancestry from the south, and remains a dominant, listen to this, a dominant ancestral component of present-day Northern Han Chinese. This Yellow River ancestry can be modeled as having 90% derived from a northern inland lineage branching early from a common East Asian Tier 1-like ancestry. So again, we're not reading Khoisan. He needs to show a surrogate population from sub-Saharan Africa that matches with Chinese people. We don't have that. What we do have is Tier 1, the ancestral people that were there 40,000 years ago, connecting with the modern Chinese people. That's what we see. And their genetics is East Asian specific. And 10% contribution from an equally deep branching coastal group, reconstructing the human population history of East Asia through ancient genomics. Again, showing this chart again. Look at Africa. It's orange. The genetic component here is completely different than China, than East Asia, which is a dark blue. These are two different populations. They're not the same. It's just that simple. Yellow River ancestry, because he kept mentioning the Yellow River, the Amur River. None of the up-to-date science is going to agree with no Renuka Rashidi or no damn Diop. It's going to clearly say that they have localized ancestry, meaning ancestry from there. Ancestry distinct and specific to that region. The broad distribution of YR or Yellow River ancestry has been linked to the expansion of millet agricultures at least since the Middle Neolithic. He got on here and told y'all it came from pygmies, African pygmies. He literally said that. And he brought up ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt 5,000 years old. You talking about people came from there? What is wrong with you? In addition to the admixture with ancestral North Asian ancestry in the agricultural basin of the West Nile River from the Middle Neolithic described earlier, is also found admixed with about 20% ancestral North Asian ancestry and early Bronze Age Kwajia culture sites in the Upper Yellow River. The Middle Neolithic. So basically, what I'm reading to you right here is a bunch of localized ancestry. It's coming from the people that lived in the Yellow River, not from migrants like he tried to say that came from Khoisan groups or African forest hunter forager groups or anything like that. We don't see that at all. Here's a demonstration or a depiction of what I just read to you guys. Again, there's the Yellow River. There's a Shamayo population. They are radiating or migrating from the river. They're not coming from anywhere else. This is where they come from. That's why they have ancestral North Asian ancestry. They got African ancestry. We don't see that in their genome. That's why it says in the title, you got to prove this genetically.
2 minutes.
In the Sino-Tibetan languages as well, we know that these come from the speakers of the ancestors of the Han Dynasty, and all of these people are obviously Asian in origin and Eurasian in origin, not African in origin. They come from non-Africans. But before my round is up, man, we got to do something real quick. Let me address this skin color shit. This is crazy. How many times this man bring up skin color to the bout? Let me close this. How many times he bring this up? Again, skin color is polygenic. All of Asians would have been somewhat brown. As you guys can see, coastal South Asians and East Asians would have been somewhat brown. This has nothing to do with their genetic differentiation. They're still different from Africans. They're still not the same. They don't have the same haplogroups. They don't have the same autosomes. You're cooked. You're finished. You're done. It's over, man. It's over. Again, this is true for all ancestral human groups. The further you go back in time, the darker they're going to get. So no, that's not a point. We have the genetics of these people, and none of the genetic composition of ancient Chinese people match ancient Africans at all. We don't see Khoisan-like DNA. We don't see African East Hunter DNA. We don't see African Forager DNA. We don't see it within East Asians. So therefore, ancient Chinese people are not African, like we've been reading all night, and he even read some sources that pointed towards that. It is very, very simple, easy to follow. Easy to follow. These are non-African people that we're talking about. That's who are the Chinese. Why do I have to tell somebody in 2025 that ancient Chinese people are not African? I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all read Renuka Rashidi and other pseudo people like Sheikh Anta Diop's work. All of these haplogroups are going to point towards an East Asian localized ancestry, not an African ancestry, not a sub-Saharan, not in Tanzania. In your next round, you got to show these people come from Tanzania, one of these surrogate groups that you keep invoking. You're going to have to show it on the stream, man. Instead of just making the claim, show the ancestral components, show the PC charts, show the F statistics.
Time. All right.
Plastic
hey,
bullet.
man, it's steamy, man. We're going into this third round. Man. Hey, once the debate is over, I'm dropping that link. Everybody get to speak. This is for the people right here. You know what I'm saying? We're giving this to the people. All right, y'all, you there? Going into this third round.
Oh, yeah. This is a body.
Hey, hold on real quick. Are we doing question and answer?
I mean, we can. Yeah, I would like to. It's whatever.
5 minutes apiece. All right, we're going into this third round. Jashub, let's get it. I mean, my bad. Yeah, let's get it. You guys share your screen.
All right, like I was saying, man, this brother's cooked. I'm about to bring to the table right now his deathbed. You know, this is going to the terracotta soldiers, as you can see. Look at the noses on them. Come on, man. I don't care what this brother say. We seen the O Half-Low group there in China. We seen the L. We seen the A. We know that these people come from Afrocoids. He said that skin color doesn't matter, but I thought the last time I checked that the debate was about were they Africoids? When everybody left out of Africa, so that we could have ended the debate off of that when we showed the migration chart. But let's get it. There's more, but let's get it. I want to get into, you see these Negroids, but let's get it. Okay, this is where I wanted to go to. When you see these styles right here on the hieroglyphs, okay, then we get into the word karate. Now, I know a lot of people like to say that Asia created it, but let's look. The word Ka, the living spirit within, Ra, God, T, you. So it said to activate the God in you, if I was to interpretate that. Now, so-called martial arts never originated from China or India, like others have claimed it to originate in Africa. Claimed it originated in Africa, and the proof is in present Kemet, ancient Egyptian, the walls of the pyramids, and it predates any other nation in culture. Let's get it. So we see them doing. We see the styles. The oldest trace of the Tatib, which presumed date back to Egypt's oldest Old Kingdom period, which is depicted as ancient engravings on the walls of the Egyptian temples and tombs, possibly between 20,000 to BC. Now, the drawings have showed that the Tatib is used in military training. The three warfare disciples used to train soldiers. See from these styles right here. The Egyptian wall painting and depicting wrestling techniques. Y'all see it. We got this from the tomb of Bakwet III. But let's go. I'm not even about to get into reading all of this, bro. Because we just right now, we about to off with your head. I might go and read the first little paragraph and we gonna off with your head. All right. So the earliest records of Kung Fu are steeped in a legend according to ancient tales of Chinese martial arts, and they date back to the Xia dynasty 4,000 years ago. The Xia dynasty, now look, now this is the cut for you, brother. Now we know the Egyptians brought that over there. Why do we know? Because the inscriptions that was found with these fighting styles that these people say that they originated was in the tombs of Imhotep 4,200 years ago, before China was even established. But let's go. So 4,000 years ago, the Xia dynasty is first recorded in a recorded dynasty in Chinese history, and the stories of the Xia dynasty often take a mythical bent. According to the legend, the Yao Emperor Hong Di was the first emperor of the Chinese martial arts. Before becoming an emperor, he had been a famous general who wrote about medicine, astrology, and martial arts. His nemesis was Qi Yu, supposedly to be the creator of Jadi, an ancient type of Chinese. Now, wow, why is that written on the hieroglyphs? This same, y'all see this? The same thing he was teaching from Egyptian ancestors. But look, Eurocentric mind states like to say they had no contact. Let's get it. All right, this is the history of the Hua clan. The Hua clan of Hajri. Now, if you know what Hua mean, we're gonna get into that. We just about bringing something together, but we'll get into this. It's about the unification. But which the collective name of the Hua clan and the Xia clan is initially the Shangshu and the Zongshu of Wuxing and the Zhai dynasty. No matter the Xia clans or around the barbarian clans, they were subservient to King Wu Fu of the Zhou dynasty. The Chinese civilizations originated in the civilization of Ahasi, which began to be indigenous to the Central Plains gradually to the periods of spring-autumn of warring states in ancient China, reforming the Shang Yang in the Qin dynasty. Let's get it. All right, now y'all see how these inscriptions is written? Yeah, this is from the ancient Shang. They written on oracle bones. It's a reason why I'm showing y'all that, because we will come back to that later. Remember that all these inscriptions are written. This is the seal script. Look at the characters on the right. See the seal script that's written right here? You see the characters that are being written on the right? Let's keep going. All right. Now, the Egyptian origin of ancient Chinese chronicles. This is from the pre-period of 1046 BC. Arthur Karma, over 3,000 years ago, of the Luingi Notice similarities between 3,000 Bristol Ying Moa and the grass of the papyrus of Egypt, and the ceremony to worship the heaven and the earth using the Jing Ma to purify wine. To purify wine could be inherited from ancient Egypt. She interpreted a bunch of the papyrus as the Chinese character of the Hua, which further researchers found that the symbol of Hua represented the unification of two symbols, which in Egypt pre history can be explained through the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. The symbol used in Lower Egypt is similar as well to the prototype of the Chinese character for Kui, for the hieroglyphs of Lower Egypt, found to correspond with the prototype of the Chinese character He. Now let's look at this. Let's just look. We have the Egyptian architect. Let's look for the first one. When we start with the Egyptian architect period, and then we can look at the oracle period. What we're going to see when you see He right here, this is we're speaking of the Chinese traditional ways and the seals. Why do all of them have the same? We're going to see why, so I can explain it to you much better. Now, look at the papyrus. Look at the sedge. Look at the papyrus. Look at the sedge. They've been brought together. Why have they been brought together? We see right here, if you follow me, under the sedge on the picture that's on the right of the left top hand corner on the right of the papyrus. Look under that hieroglyph picture and see under there, I'm showing the unification, placing up and down the unification of Egypt. Now, why is this important? Because the bronze character, you see, is used, interpreted off of this character. Now, when we look at the Hua, which is the unification, this is the symbol that is used for a traditional prototype of a Chinese character, Hua. Now, why do they have the Egyptian prototype order for the unification of their symbol? Now, let's see why. We're gonna show why. Going further, we show more evidence. Also found was a symbol similar to the bronze character of the Zia of the obelisk, found in the entrance of the Luxor temple. Egypt belonging to Ramses II, and the inscription of the oracle bones, which I showed y'all earlier, of the bronze characters, and the seal characters seem to correspond with the characters of Zia in the different periods of ancient Egypt. The evolution of the characters of the Zia implies that there was at least two or more batches of people migrating from ancient Egypt to China in three different periods. The inscription oracle bones were brought by migration of the Shang clan, and the bronze characters mainly came from the migration of the Zhou clan. Boy, you is cook. I ain't gonna call you out your name. But look, we can look at the time when you look at the Middle Kingdom. Look at this character of the Zia, and let's see how it's been modified. You see the Egyptian Middle Kingdom. You see how they're using it during the Bronze period. Then you see how the Zia uses it. Why do they have that? Let's get it. We're gonna show why. We're gonna show what they did. We have right here this is the sign of, now watch this, man. This is crazy information. We have the eagle head right here. We have the snake. We have the snake and the eagle's claw, if you all can see the picture. We have the eagle's tail right here. And we have the wrapping of the sun by the snake with a ankh. Now that is all right here. They simplified it right here. Later on today, this is how it's simplified. This is what it used to be before. So why do they have an Egyptian obelisk to represent the Zia dynasty, Jashub? You're uneducated, brother. You're a pseudo-eucentric ass nigga, and we're going to shut you down today. All right, we got more. We ain't done with you. Now we got the eagle head. Now what do y'all see over here? You see the eagle head. Everybody knows what that is. What do we see under the eagle head? We see the serpent and we see the ankh. Wow, that's crazy, because right here, when we look at the Zia dynasties, one of their first interpretations, their first representations of who they were, they used the eagle head, which we're going to show of the picture above. They used the eagle head. They used the eagle wings. And they also used the two snakes. As everybody can see the Ankh here. Do you see that? The Ankh here. I just want to know that they see it. Now we can see right here the Ankh and the Shin. Now, later on, you see from the seal period, it changed. The seal character is right here. It still has the same characters being represented as Egyptian prototypes. Jashub. Now, simplified, this is what it is today. The simplified version for those that can't see. Oh, I'm sorry about that, but let's get it. All right. The Zhou clan called the crested ibis the bird of good luck, which probably showed the consciousness to correspond with the crested ibis. Now look at the symbol. Look at the symbol again. Okay, to the G. Now what is the G? I know y'all not familiar with that. That's the left part that means good luck, which corresponds with the upper. Now I see the symbol of the Ankh, which is the She, and is the lower part of the Ku, which should originally correspond with the combinations of two oblique sticks and a small semicircle symbol in the hieroglyphic of Thoth, seen from. Now, you know, if y'all understand who Thoth is, he like the Christ of Egyptian literature. Really, the Bible takes his literature and say, we ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother debate. But this is the integration theory of ancient Egypt and the Zia dynasty of China. Now, after the sorting and the proving of the Gong Ba of Luang, which we discovered the 2,000 year history of ancient Egypt civilization, beginning in ancient Egypt civilization 5,000 years ago to the end of the 18th dynasty, which is over 3,300 years ago in the history, in ancient times. And the Zia dynasty recorded in China. Ancient Egypt was the Zia dynasty, and Zia dynasty was ancient Egypt. That's what the Horde clan represent, ladies and gentlemen. That's what these man. Hold on, we cracking heads, man. I can't read all this to y'all, but go back and look at it, because I want to bust this boy head. We talking about normal, right? What a lot of people don't know, this catfish today symbolizes Norma. Yeah. Now let's look at their writing, which is symbolized. Look how it get changed up in the red, which we see at this time where it's at the song typeface. Now we see that it is being what? It's still represented, but it's being hidden. It's been modified, changed by the Mongoloid people. But let's go. All right, now look what they did to represent. This is the king. This is the king Namur. Now look, you'll find out that one of his descendants was the emperor of the first one of the first Chinese dynasties. But look what they did to disrespect us today. They have the prototype, and I don't mean to be racist, but they have the more white-looking European after they done followed us and scared us out these regions. They had, look how the disrespect. This used to be something sacred. All right, y'all see what it represent. You see what the normal represented. I ain't even got to read, but I'll read. Y'all see what it represented. Y'all see what his name was. Y'all see what he represented. Y'all seen the Chinese lady with the same fishtail earlier. I showed this in my presentation, which is showing that it go back to Egypt. This dumbass Eurocentric nigga don't understand shit, but let's get it. Since I got 2 minutes, I am going to skip past a lot of information because I'm going to get to the important part. I got something to tell you today, bro. Oh, I will show these words. Whew, let me get back. All right. This is a kill shot for this boy. All right, Southern Africa, y'all see that the frequencies observed among the Khoisan people with the haplogroup A. Y'all see that? Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this? I'll go back to Africa, right? Right? The O, all that. Y'all see that? I'll go back to Africa. Let's go. And the next one, haplogroup L, O, or F is present relatively in small frequencies in Tanzania amongst the Sedoa people, or who are known to be older than the Khoisan, or the LOA is most prevalent in the Southeast African populations. The L or the O or the A is most in Southeast African populations. 25% in Mozambique, you can find this. LOB is found in the Ethiopians. And now, the LO or the B, you can find the Ethiopians. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's just sit this pseudo-ass nigga down, because only the truth shall stand, not just in the Bible, Proverbs 12 and 19, or Psalms 119, verse 142, which was borrowed from the black Egyptians in the Nubians.
Time. Nah.
All right. Okay.
All right. At the bottom of the third. At the bottom of the goddamn third. Jashub, I'm gonna start my time when you ready.
The whole round was non sequitur. Again, just to remind everybody what we are debating today are the ancient East Asians, Africans genetically. You're arguing linguistics. You're arguing, lookership. Oh, look, there's a fish on this glyph and a fish on the Chinese glyph. Why do you both got fish? Well, maybe because both populations have fish where they're from. Both populations see and witness fish and sea life and marine life in rivers. Like, come on, bro. You can't be serious. All right, look, bro. I'm just gonna walk your ass down. This is ridiculous. You mentioned that African, even though it's off topic, it's non sequitur. Real quick, it's easy to kill this. Egyptian language family. Egyptian language family. We're just gonna type that in and show you how easy it is to kill pseudos. All right, real quick. The ancient Egyptian family is considered to be a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family. Now, that's look up. Make sure I'm sharing that tab. Now let's look up the ancient Chinese family, or the Han Chinese, or Mandarin. Where does Mandarin come from? Does it come from Egyptians? Does any of the Chinese languages come from that? Any of the East Asian languages come from that? Let's see. Real quick, just to address this quick non sequitur. Your whole round was non sequitur, Narmer and fishtails and all this lookership. Hold on, bro. So, Chinese language family. Let's do that. Let's type that in. What family they come from? Oh, Chinese belongs to the Sino-Tibetan language group. So separate language groups, they have nothing to do with each other, separate geographically. He didn't show no demography or no migration. The nigga said it happened 5, 4, or 3,000 years ago or some shit. Show the migration. Show the genetic components in the people. Speaking of genetic components, here's another rebuttal, man. I'm nice with the counters, man. Marble slide. Check this out, bro. You read this, and then you didn't even cite it. Throughout your whole debate, you were doing this. You wouldn't cite where you got this stuff from. We don't know where this paper comes from or whatever, right? But look at the haplogroups. What is this talking about? East Asian forefathers brought haplogroup O, which we now know is indigenous to Africa, not to mention in the Japanese anthropology. This is some pseudo stuff. We know exactly why haplogroup O is in some East African groups. We know exactly why. It's because of recent migrants. There was a paper on this last year, a brand new paper on this on the Swahili people. Let me just get that real quick. Swahili, East Asian genetics. Let me just put that in. There it is, right there. There it is. Medieval Swahilis had African and Asian ancestry. Why is that? Because of migrants. Recent migrants. You need to show ancient Chinese people having African DNA, which you have not done. You haven't done it at all. You didn't do it at all. And there's a difference between mitochondrial DNA and Y DNA, but I have to waste my whole damn round trying to teach you the basics. Shit is simple, bro. Anyway, now let's get into this round. Let's go to view, slideshow, and we're gonna go to the presenter view. And now we're gonna talk some haplogroups. That's what we're about to do from current slide. Let's get it. The correlation of language with East Asian Y DNA has nothing to do with an African language or Egyptian language. All that stuff, Afro-Asiatic, none of that stuff correlates at all with what we're talking about here. Sino-Tibetan language family encompasses a large and complex assemblage of languages spoken throughout present-day China. The Semitic branch has nothing to do with Afro-Asiatic languages, Niger-Congo, Nilo-Saharan, nothing to do with it. And it lines up genetically because the people that are there are East Asian in origin and not African in origin. Some more about the Sino-Tibetan. Again, we know where this originated from. Again, there's the Yellow River populations, right, from the middle Neolithic. So basically, those languages come from people radiating from the Yellow River, not Africa. You got to show the demography. You haven't done it yet. I said this scenario is in congruence with the identification through genetics of Yellow River ancestry, not the Nile. And they not from the Nile River. They from the Yellow River. They not from the Niger. They from the Yellow River, bro. They not from the Great Lakes in East Africa. They from the Yellow River, East Asia. You cooked. Together, these results suggest at first separation of language groups at some point after 8,000 years ago. And that's talking about the birth of all of the East Asian languages, or majority of them, the Sino-Tibetan languages. Like you cook, same source. Again, correlation of Y chromosomes. So there were men that were that strongly associated with these East Asian languages, not African languages. Y'all see the source. Southeast origin for most of the Y chromosomes that we see in East Asia. He even read that in his first round, which is crazy. Killed his damn self. It says Y chromosomes plays an important role in unraveling the entangled history of modern human populations in East Asia. Although many questions remain unresolved, a clear framework of the prehistory has been obtained. 4 Y chromosome haplogroups, C, D, O, and N, accounted for more than 90% of what? The East Asian Y chromosomes are suggested. These haplogroups that are found in East Asian groups anciently and modernly are suggested to have Southeast Asian origins, carried by 3 waves of migrations. Oh my God. You read that Negrito paper and it basically said the same goddamn thing. And here again, distribution of the linguistic families in East Asia and how they correlate with the Y chromosome. Again, Sino-Tibetans are haplogroup O3. You see the red part there? Most of Asia, most of China is of haplogroup O3. And you can see the other haplogroups surrounding it. None of it is African. C3Q, haplogroup N, all non-African lineages, like we read in the first round. Same source on that. Ancient Chinese ancestry from the Amur River. The Amur River, how they gonna come from Egypt 4,000 years ago, like you said, if they got continuity from the Amur River region, people living in the Amur River, which is in northern China, from 30,000 years ago, you're dead. That's why I said in the beginning, you need to establish a chronology. Y'all chronology is fucked up. You need to put this shit on a time graph, a time chart. The Amur River forms a natural border between China and Siberia and contains the Songhua and then river tributaries. The genomes of human remains recovered along this broad alluvial plain were analyzed in deep time transect studies spanning over 30,000 years of occupation. How the hell are they going to come from Egypt 5,000 years ago? They've been there for 30,000 years, according to this paper. It was determined that the oldest of these, a 33,000-year-old individual found without any archaeological context, known as AR33K, shared a similar basal East Asian ancestry to that of Tian Yuan, who lived 1,100 kilometers to the southwest 7,000 years later. And again, Tian Yuan was found outside of Beijing, China. To date, this Tier 1-like ancestry is the sole ancestry. Listen, the sole ancestry found to be present in northeastern East Asia prior to the last glacial maximum. The origin is clearly non-African. Clearly non-African. It's localized. It's over there. They diverge, split from West Eurasians, travel to East Eurasian, have their children through subsequent populations, and build distinct and create distinct populations that are distinct to that side of the globe. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn Khoisan and no Egyptians. Man, get the hell out of here. Again, here's a graph or a depiction showing the migratory routes of ancient Eastern or Southeast Asians going into China. The Tian Yuan man is there. All the arrows are showing this, depicting this. This is localized ancestry. Again, it's way older than the dates that he showed. Way older. Y DNA haplogroups point towards the East Asian ancestry. Again, we see OM122, O15265, CM130. Again, what is a haplogroup? A group of individuals. A group of individuals that share a common ancestry. And the importance of this is the results of Batwing showed that the common ancestry of Y haplogroups in China can be traced back to 17,000 years ago, which is older than his Egyptian fake migration that he made up in his head, or he got from some suit online. All of them share common ancestry, and it goes back 17,000 years ago, which was concurrent with the global temperature increases after the last glacial maximum. There's the source, comprehensive insights into the genetic background of Chinese population using Y chromosome markers. OM175 originate and has its origin. This is one of the main haplogroups of China, anciently and modernly. It originates in that region 30,000 BCE. That's 32,000 years ago. You're cooked, man. Haplogroup C, non-African. CM217, which is C2, originates in Mongolia in East Asia 34,000 years ago. Haplogroup NM231 originates in East Asia 21,000 BCE. These people are different. They're diverged. They are not the same. They're not Africans. They don't have sub-Saharan African autosomes. They have East Asian specific autosomes and ancestry. Again, OM175, the haplogroup that is the predominant haplogroup of Chinese people, have their origin in Asia. Chinese haplogroup OM175 is non-African in origin. The most predominant haplogroup of the Han, the Hui, the Mongolia, and Yi was haplogroup OM175, but its frequencies were different in these four populations. There's the source, comprehensive insight into the genetic background of Chinese population using Y chromosome markers. Again, earliest settlement in East Asia has something to do with haplogroup O. The age of haplogroup O in East Asia is no more than 30,000 years when estimated from sufficient numbers. Therefore, haplogroup O was not the earliest Y chromosome carried by modern humans into East Asia. Haplogroup CM130 may represent one of the earliest settlements in East Asia. Haplogroup C has a moderate frequency in the Far East and Oceania and frequency in Europe and the Americas, but absent in Africa. Absent in Africa. These are non-African people. Non-African people, bro. It's over. Hang it up. Anyway. There's the source there. Languages and genes in northwestern China and adjacent regions. Again, here's a haplogroup breakdown of East Asian groups. You see the Sinitic people? Sinitic people are mainly Asian groups. Haplogroup D, K through 0, O3, O3M134. As I showed you through the family tree globe checker, these haplogroups originate in Asia. Again, more haplogroups being showed here. Haplogroup C, J, N, O1, O2, R1. All non-African haplogroups represent ancient Chinese and modern Chinese people. Haplogroup O clades are highly representative of ancient Chinese. Haplogroup OM175 is the most common paternal lineage in East Asian and Southeast Asian populations. It was also the dominant haplogroup in our study, except for the Kurds population. Haplogroup O1A is dominant in Austronesian speaking populations of Southeast Asian islands, but rare Austronesian speaking populations are non-African. They have a localized origin. They come from those places. They radiate from the Yellow River, the Amur River, like he read. These places are in East Asia. They're nowhere near West Africa, East Africa, or South, or even North Africa. The source is right there. Comprehensive insights into genetic background of Chinese population. Chinese culture originates in the Yellow River via non-Africans. Again, same, more the same. Chinese civilization originated 5,800 years ago along the Yellow River, which matches with the genetics, matches with the early speakers of Sino-Tibetan. Haplogroup O2 is also non-African and a major component of Chinese people. Ding et al. Found in O2M122 haplotypes in Southern East Asia were more diverse than Northern East Asia. So again, all of these haplogroups, and it is associated with the millet farming that was going on in China that goes back 12,000 years ago. They've been on a long time. We see these components here. There's a continuity with all these haplogroups. None of the haplogroup C within Chinese population. CM130 is a strong support and evidence for the migration and settlement of modern humans from the Middle East to South and East Asia. Come on, man. This shit is just redundant at this point. Non-African haplogroup R1. Do I gotta explain this one? All these haplogroups we find in East Asia, anciently and modernly, are non-African. Chinese people descend from non-Africans. 3 present-day Y lineages were carried by initial migration. the rare haplogroup D, moderately rare C, and the very common FT lineage, which now dominates most non-African populations. These are non-African populations. Phylogeographic analysis of ancient and present-day non-African Y chromosomes all point to East, Southeast Asia as the origin, 50 to 55,000 years ago. Non-African haplogroup D within Chinese populations. A previous study showed that haplogroup D mainly distributed in East Asia, especially in the Tibetan and Japanese. And this study,
Time,
nigga.
Time. All right. Hey, man, say, man, I think this right here gonna be one for the ages. This is definitely one for the books. Getting into that question and answering round, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna drop that poll and let the people up here get their opinion, say how they feel, what happened. Jashub, since he went first in the debate, we're gonna go first in the Q&A. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to ask the questions. Whenever you can cut him off, you can make him stop, you can control the rock. I'm gonna start when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. All right, so when did ancient Egyptians migrate to ancient China? Give us a date.
Well, shit, we know at least 4 to 5,000 years ago.
4 to 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, we know at least we know they established it 4 to 5,000 years ago. And I showed that
right,
from
so
I could have got into the linguistics.
All right, you good.
Hold on, pseudo judo.
All right, I'm good. I'm good on that. I got you. I'm good on that.
Are you the only one can ask questions?
I got a follow-up. You answered it. You said 5,000 years ago. The follow-up question is, can you show the genetic signatures of the ancient Egyptians in the ancient Chinese people?
Well, it's real simple, pseudo judo. This is how I go right here, and I want you to listen real close. Who is the father of the DNA of the old DNA? Where can you find that in Africa? You kept mentioning in your
You're not supposed to be asking me questions. You're supposed to be answering my questions.
I'm answering your question with everything. You kept mentioning in your round that they diverged. So you know that they diverged from the
answer
African
my question.
Okay, yeah, so I answered it. Yeah, they diverged from African gene, like you said all through your debate.
No. I asked you to show me the Egyptian DNA in ancient Chinese people 5,000 years ago.
Egyptians Africans? Are Egyptians Africans?
Show me the Egyptian DNA. They have a specific
Egyptians Africans?
There's a specific genetic profile. You should be
able to show. Matter of fact, I showed that in my round. That the O was kin to the E family, the E allele. I showed that in my round.
Haplogroup O is not kin to. Matter of fact, when was Y DNA haplogroup O formed? And where?
Questions together, bro.
When?
You said when was Y DNA formed?
Y DNA haplogroup O was formed. And where?
Bro, that's like a rhetorical. It's most indigenous in Africa first.
No, it's not.
It's in Africa at least. It's in Africa at least 80,000
You're wrong.
years.
I've already showed that haplogroup O formed in East Asia 30,000 years ago. Clearly demonstrating to the audience, bro, you have no idea what you are talking
you
about.
Understand that, right? I showed the L,
you good, bro. Let me follow up on the question.
I showed the L, the O, and the A. I know I
Egyptian. Hold on, let me ask my questions, man. Bro, let me ask my questions. What's the difference between the Egyptian language family and Chinese language family? Because you brought that up too.
It depends on how you try to it depended, because remember in ancient times you had different African tribes that was along with the Egyptians. The Egyptians was like a headquarters. So when I talk about the Shang people that's in Nigeria, that's not far away from Egypt, they speak the same language as the Mandarin people. It's similar. Like when you say Yeni, like I brought this up before, when you say Yeni, that means one. That means one. Hold on. Can you ask me a question?
Can I answer the question?
Can I answer it? Can I just answer it? Because you was mentioning all night there's no linguistics and all that. So can I just answer your question?
Answer my question.
Thank you, brother. Okay, that's what I was doing before you interrupted me. So yes, they do have when you because we can't just take the Egyptians and try to just group them separate from Africa. We know that many Africans was up and through there. In fact, we know that the Bantus was there. We know that many African tribes
Okay,
was there.
I'm good.
So when we
I'm
talk
good.
about the show,
I want to know the language,
bro,
man.
stop
You
doing it. You
burning my
asked me a
time, bro. You burning my time.
Look, when we speak about the
Hold up,
yeah.
When he say done, he done. Go ahead, that's
Yeah, bro, because you didn't answer the
cool.
question about the language families. Everybody watching, Egyptians spoke Afro-Asiatic languages. Chinese people spoke completely separate languages. All right, so my next question is this. Can you show a genetic profile that is similar to sub-Saharan Africans in ancient China?
The old dummy. It was like the dumbest shit I showed. I just showed this in my debate. Why you asking dumb questions, bro?
Haplogroup O originates in East Asia.
Bro, they even told you that they were not sure in your research that you pulled. Did you not? Remember reading that before you got to your statement? They said, "Though further research." Cool. You understand?
So cool. Can you provide me a DNA sample of haplogroup O in Africa?
Yes, I did. I showed you that.
Oh, you did.
You didn't remember the people in Mozambique? It was 25% and 25% of the population.
That's recent. We're talking ancient times.
No, it's not.
That's recent.
Bro.
That's from the Persians.
They came out of Africa.
That's from the Persians, dude. That's recent.
Man, okay, bro. All right, bro.
I want an ancient 10,000-year-old sample, 15,000-year-old sample. Can I get an ancient sample?
If we're gonna say, I showed you the L and the O and the A.
No, you didn't, bro. I'm
asking
right now. Give me a sample name. Can I get a sample ID?
I know I brought that out in the debate.
Can I get a sample ID or something? Can you point me to a reference?
Well, I just told you the O. Well, hold on. Matter of fact,
point me to an ancient sample, 10, 15,000 years old with haplogroup O in Africa. Show me that.
All right, so check this out. The O2, the Y DNA haplogroup, along with the traces of the common paternal back to Africa. Now, you know that O2 comes out of Africa, bro.
No, it does not.
Now, so if the origins of hold on, let me finish. If the origins of Asia, because remember we can find it. We know that the Sand people, we know that the Sand people,
Now you can be quiet. Allow me to ask another question.
Oh my God, I can't never answer.
You answered it. You answered it incorrectly, man. People that's watching can clearly see you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't like that I'm cutting your ass up, bro.
I give you this. Hold up, y'all. He answered the question. Go ahead, Jashub.
Why do ancient East Asians have a separate genetic profile to ancient Africans? Go.
From nowadays, genetic mutation. Like we were showing from the Denevisons. Remember we talk about the hybrogenesis and the genetic mutation from the hybrogenesis. We got the Neanderthal. After we got the Neanderthal at the end of breeding with itself created the Denevisons. The Denevisons came down into the Chinese. We already know started coming down into the region and became the Mongoloid people who interbreeded with the Negroid race and moved us further west and south and enslaved us, brother.
Homo heidelbergensis is archaic human, not modern human. Go.
All right. We flipping the script. We flipping the damn script. All right. Yeah, you got 5 minutes to question Jashub. You got the floor.
Okay. Jashub, you said that the old DNA is not. You said the old. We know that the origins of Asia is the old DNA. Who would be the parent in Africa to the old DNA?
Haplogroup O.
You keep saying that the old diverse.
You done?
Who?
Haplogroup O descends from NO. Yeah. Parahaplogroup NO.
No, I'm asking you what group in Africa does the O descend from?
No group in Africa. Because the haplogroup that O descends from is NO.
So hold on, they just got there and they was O?
No, they come from haplogroup
NO. Already O. Remember they coming out of Africa.
They come from haplogroup NO, a parahaplogroup.
Hold on, I just want to show you how retarded this sound. They pulled up from Africa. We're already with the O, right? So they ain't diverged from nobody in
No,
Africa.
East Eurasians have haplogroup NO, and the NO split
Bruh, I'm
two different
asking you the question.
populations.
Did they pull up to Asia with the haplogroup O from Africa?
No.
Or did it just happen over time? Because you know that Africa, you know that when they came there, the first origins of the people who came there, the forefathers, which would be going into the Y chromosome that we have evidence for, which you know that's the genetic marking of the forefathers. Okay, so when we look into the Y chromosome, brother, I'm asking you we have evidence of the O. So who is the parent of the O if you're saying that this was created in Asia?
Got you.
What African gene created the
There was
O?
no African gene.
You have to have
East
evidence.
Eurasians.
Huh?
East Eurasians.
Brother, so they came there out of African East Eurasian?
They split from West Eurasian.
Listen to what you're saying.
Non-African groups.
Bro, you talking about from the migration. They came out from the migration. Bro. We talking about the migration.
From other West Eurasian, Base
So when they left, they whole haplogroups changed?
They had different haplogroups, yes, NO. They come from haplogroup
Who is their African forefathers?
They don't have any African
Who is their
forefathers. Their forefathers are non-African.
Oh my God. So nobody came there from Africa.
Haplogroup O is 30,000 years old.
Brother, I asked you
and it descends from
did anybody come to Asia from Africa?
Eurasians.
Did anybody come to Asia from Africa? Did anybody come to Asia from Africa?
That's a silly ass question. I can come from Africa today to Asia. That doesn't mean anything.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the migration out of Africa before the intermixing before everything started to change.
Chinese people didn't exist during that time.
Asking you. Stop playing games, bro.
Chinese people did not exist 100,000 years ago.
Bruh. Who did they All right, so this who did they diverge from? Who did the O diverge from?
I just told you, East Eurasian, ancient East Eurasian population, TN1 like population.
And that's the basal African gene, right?
No, that's a basal Asian group.
It's an African gene, though, right?
Basal
it's
Asian.
African gene.
You read in your first round, basal Asian.
Listen, is it still in Northeast Africa today? Is it indigenous to Northeast Africa?
What is indigenous to Northeast Africa? What are you asking me?
Ah, man.
Haplogroup O? No, haplogroup O is from East Asia. That's clear.
Well, no, I know how haplogroup O is from Southeast Africa, brother.
No, it's not. It's from
I'm waiting on you to get your game up, bro. Okay, so who was the father? Where did it diverge from? You said it diverged from Eurasians.
Yes.
They came there African at some point.
No, they did. They differentiate. They differentiate.
So hold on. When they got there on the walk, they
split off, create a separate genetic gene pool of people, and then those people
when they was walking,
diverge to West Eurasians and East Eurasians. Then the East Eurasians create what we now know as Chinese.
All right, I ain't asked you out there, right? I ain't asked you out there, just like in my round. I ain't asked you out there. So when on the walk, let me ask you, on the migration, did they just change from being Africa when they landed in Asia?
They changed in Saudi Arabia and Western Eurasia.
No, I'm asking you, when they first got there, they was African, right?
They were East Eurasians. The early migrants
to
China were East Eurasians genetically.
Come on, we talking about them walking out of Africa, Jashub.
Say what now?
We talking about them walking out of Africa. They was Africans walking out.
No, it does not work like that.
You mean to tell me when they got to Asia, they was no longer Africans?
Yes, that's how genes work. That's how genes work. They change. You even said mutation. STRs, autosomes change.
How do y'all have us do winning debates? Y'all listen to the shit.
I'm actually stumping all over you right now. It's kind of crazy.
Man, you not stumped. You stumped on your own damn head.
Hey,
now I'm actually
you about to get hit with these chopsticks.
What African gene?
There is no African genes in ancient East Asia.
What haplogroup
there are none.
Travel to Asia? What haplogroup? There's none.
There's no African genes in East Asia. It doesn't exist.
It was no genes, right?
No.
You do know that Africans have a 9 DNA series, the most diverse genome, right? And other nations have six DNA series.
You know everybody sees you,
which is not a more diverse because of the admixture. Now let me ask you this. What Africans travel to Asia? You gotta have none.
Zero.
None, Jashub.
Anciently,
But you
no.
agreed with the migration out of Africa.
Those are
Lee,
non-Africans.
do you
That's
agree
what you're
with
not
how
getting.
we?
70,000 years ago, they split to
You
non-African.
my time.
They're
So
non-African.
can I ask you this last question? Do you agree with the scholar Lee? Because all of the scholars right now that you even pulled up in your debate agree with him that they have African origins. Anybody can go look this up. I brought it up in my debate. Do you agree with that?
Agree with
Oh,
is
one of your people that you brought out agrees with that. Should I bring it out to you?
Whatever. So, like
The
I
lady that you
said,
brought out.
populations diverge
I want
and
to
become
know. Do
distinct.
you agree with it? Because the lady that you
I'm
brought out
answering
agreed
your
with.
question. I don't agree with your assessment. No, I don't agree with your assessment because you're not factoring in divergence or differentiation.
Second round, Jashub, the lady that you brought out, you read her name. She agrees with Jen Lee that they have African origins.
She doesn't agree with your assessment of the paper. No, she doesn't agree with your assessment. You have a poor assessment of science.
So when I
you don't know how it works.
When I pull it up,
populations change.
How would you feel?
Populations change, man.
I'm asking you because everybody went to one place and
new populations are created. New haplogroups are created. The haplogroups that we see in East Asians are East Asians.
After genetic mutations, that's what you're not understanding. Everybody
exactly, and that's what makes them different and distinct.
Okay, but we see the genetic mutation.
Time. All right, now we're gonna get to the closing. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go first for the closing. Appreciate both of you brothers. This was powerful. I think everybody learned something. Everybody out there, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We get into this goddamn information. Let's get to this close. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to close, y'all. You got the floor whenever you're ready.
Okay. I would like to share my screen, but I ain't even gonna, I was gonna get into them words that he said today.
If you want to share your screen, you can. You got 5 minutes.
All right, can you pause me for a second then and let me share my screen? Because I wanted to get into some stuff that I didn't get into. But I feel like I won this debate hands down. And the reason why is because I'm bringing you archaeological proof. I'm bringing you DNA proof. I'm bringing, go back a couple slides for me. Thank you. I'm bringing DNA proof. I'm bringing proof of what I'm saying. This brother keep bringing up haplo groups, and he has no understanding of what's going on. He's saying the dumbest thing. He's so rudimentary, saying our people left out and they wasn't African no more once they left. All right. He said that they have no linguistics. So let's prove this dummy wrong. This is the Shang people and the Mende people of the Shang tribe of Nigeria. And this is the Mandarin people, the Chinese people. Now, for the word one, you see the Chinese people use the word yi. Now, the word for the one in Nigeria and the Mende people, they use yeni. Now, for the word nine, they use ku. That's what the Chinese people use, ku. Now, for the word in the Shang, it's kunubak. Now, remember, they changed a lot of things up. We've seen that with the Egyptian things that we showed. So I wouldn't doubt that they wouldn't change his language, but the consonants had to stay the same. For the word husband, we see the word zang, and then we see zaks. That's what that word is. We have the word beard, and we see the word zoo. We have the word zul over here for the zul, and we have the word zul, which you already know what that is. We have for the word wind, we have fing and sing. So these are so similar. For the word laugh, we have she, and we have sheen for the Nigerian or for the Mandarin Nigerian tribe. We also have for drink, they pronounce it the same way. They would spell it hey over there, but it's pronounced hawa, which we and it's pronounced hawa over here in the Shang language as well, the Shang Nigerian Mende language, Mende tribe language. And we also have water. For the word water, we have she, shu, and then we have sure. All of these words are common. Come on, man. I feel like this is just easy. People hate Africa. That's what it is. Africa's so great in its diversities. Now let's look at this. Southern Africa high frequencies observed among the Khoisan people with the haplogroup A, M6, M14, M23, M29, M49. There y'all see all of that. Found 28% of the San and 16% of the Ku Sakel. Now, Eastern African Nilotic populations in Eastern Africa, they had in the Dinkan and the Sudanese had 65% of their population, 65.5% of their population, and Southern Sudanese had 53% of this exhibit of high frequencies of the haplo. Oh, now why do I bring this out? This is very important. Now I'm gonna go to my next slide, and it's gonna end all this out. This is what I wanted to bring out earlier. All right, so yeah, it come from the East African population. They got 25% of it. You see the LOB, we already see that. The L or the O or the B that he said didn't originate in Africa. We already see that that's found in Ethiopians, and this is among all Africa. Now, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's sit this pseudo ass nigga down. Only truth shall stand. Not just the Bible verse where it says Proverbs 12, verse 19, that the truth shall stand, but in Psalms 119 and verse 142, where it says the truth shall stand, which we know is the gospel, which is borrowed from the black Egyptians and the Nubians. Today, the truth shall stand because the half-flow group L is the mitochondrial gene, which is the maternal gene, which is associated with the earliest migration out of Africa. That's why I asked him this question. The Y chromosome, men have what? An X chromosome in the Y chromosome, or the X in the X gene in the Y. Now, the women have two X's. Genes have later passed through the chromosomes. East Asia forefathers were brought to haplogroup O, which is known to be indigenous to Africa. Not to mention that the Japanese anthropology have listed them as Asian Negroes. To make these matters worse, I can go to Southeast Africa today, and I can find a haplogroup O, L, A, all that the Asians mutated from. Mic drop. It's over. They had to mutate from this. This still exists in Africa. Everything that they mutated from, they fathers stay in Africa. So a 90-year-old Asian or Chinese man can be, his grandfather can be 20 over there in Africa. What you talking about? Stop playing with me, Jashub. You dead. I don't want to hear none of this shit about no 15 and old. Nigga, you died tonight. Your casket is closed.
That's not a closing. That's not a closing, bro. You don't know how to close. You tried to debate some more. That was trash. Share my screen real quick, and I'll do my quick closing the right way. I'll show y'all how to debate too. I got to teach you how to debate. So my summation is going to be my closing. Again, I showed in my debate the majority of ancient and modern Chinese ancestry derives from non-African sources. Can't get around this. This diversion happened around 70,000 years ago. The early language speakers of Sino-Tibetan languages originate and radiate from the Yellow River in East Asia, meaning they have localized ancestry. The major Y-DNA ancestry of ancient and modern Chinese points to non-African ancestry. Ancient East Asians are the descendants of migratory groups that diverge and become distinct over time. These people have nothing to do with African genetics or genomes. Majority of their ancestry is non-African and specific to East Asia. Lucifer, nigga. That's it. That's it, Wavy. I'm done.
Oh, damn, my boy. You ain't even hit a minute. All right. That'll work. All right. So this is what we about to do. For bragging rights, I know y'all boys want bragging rights. I'm gonna drop the link, and I want the people to be the judges, and we got the poll. So we're gonna do both. I want the people to be the judges, and we got the
random
poll.
People. Just let them do the poll then.
I'm gonna leave it up for both.
All right.
I'm gonna bring people. Hey, if you I seen 40 people voted, so we need 40 people in the goddamn building. If 40 people voted, we need 40 people in the goddamn building, and give us your opinion who y'all think won. Like I said again.
Hey,
hold on real quick. Let me say this real quick. Like I said again. I think both debaters, I think y'all did a great job. I think this was a heavyweight fight. You know what I'm saying? I think the information definitely got across. And I think the people won today. You know what I'm saying? I think the people definitely won today. We got first Silky and A. And I'm just let y'all know, both of y'all got enemies. So both of y'all enemies gonna be hopping on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it respectful.
Hey, can I say one thing to you?
Go ahead.
Can I say one thing to Yashub?
Go ahead.
Yashub, I just wanted to say, bro, this last thing to you. I told you I was gonna beat your ass when we talked, and I beat your ass tonight. Just like I said, I told you I stand on it.
All right, hold up real quick. Hey, Yashub, I'm gonna let you respond to this.
I mean, it's clear you didn't even have a working understanding of science, haplogroups, divergence, out of Africa. You didn't have a working understanding of any of that. You invoked 5,000-year-old migrations from Egypt, all type of crazy stuff, man. So it's clear that you got your ass whooped and you got hit with some chops.
Hey man, everybody see the
All right,
facts.
hold up.
Everybody see the
Hey,
facts.
debate over. Debate over. Mute your mics. Mute your mics. Debate over. All right, it's time to hear from the people. Mute your mic. Debate over. All right, Silky came on first, and we go hear from Gullah. Silky, you got the flow.
Oh yeah, man. What it do, man? Yeah. Hey, y'all. Yeah, you got. Hey, y'all got a body tonight. Y'all handled him. You know what I'm saying? He hit him with the scrolls. Hey, hold on, man. What's up? My mic good?
Yeah, go ahead. We hear you.
Yeah, man. Y'all was hitting him with the scrolls. He hitting him with the hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? And then not to mention, it's out
Hey,
of
hold on.
Africa.
It sound like somebody sleep.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, everybody mute out.
All right, go ahead, Silky.
Yeah, man. There they go. Yeah, man. Y'all got that body. He was hitting them with the scrolls. He hit them with the hieroglyphs. It's the out of Africa, not out of Eurasia. You know what I'm saying? So stop wasting everybody's time, man. Like, yeah, that was an easy body for y'all. Jashub lost once again with being pseudo sources. I really couldn't even see the same source he repeated like all rounds. So you only brought 2 rounds. You were using them all three. 2 sources all 3 rounds. Like that's come on, man. Yeah, you gotta do, but yeah, you out of there, bro. Good one for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? He brought the information. He was sourced up. Source up or shut up. He was sourced up. Shoot, so yeah, already I'm giving it to that boy, y'all, for putting in the work.
All right, Silk. All right, Uncle said you good, Uncle said. All right, Gullah was goody. Gotta unmute your mic, Gullah. Go ahead. It sounds like you breaking up, Gullah. Probably got some bad service. All right, I'm gonna come back to you, Gullah. All right, Ben, you got the flow.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Hey, Gullah, come out and come back in, Gullah. Go ahead, Ben. You got the flow. We hear you, brother.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't here from the first part, but when I came in, man, y'all wasn't playing no games, man. He was ready. He was on point. He wasn't holding nothing back. That's what's up with that. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Y'all got that fair and square. Easy win.
I appreciate your opinion, Ben. Uncle said, Gullah go come back. Uncle said, you got the flow, Uncle said. Yes, sir. Damn, Uncle said just fell off. All right. Massa, you got the flow, Massa. Let me drop the link in the chat one more time.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, peace, God. Peace, God.
What's going on? Yo,
Hercules.
What's going on? Yeah, it was definitely a good. It was definitely interesting. A good debate. I definitely got a. I don't know. I guess I would give it. I don't know, man, because it's like on the one hand, my man, yeah, he. I understand what he was doing. He was coming in with the information from the the history. He was coming from a history side, and he was coming from a genetic side. He was doing both, and trying to give you the evidence. And Yashua, I would say his name right, Lucifer. He was he was going more like genetics. He was going on genetics, trying to show you the evidence. The only thing I would push back with Lucifer's presentation, that the one that he kept using, that the one by Linda Yee or Melinda Yee, her I looked at the paper real quick. Y'all wanted to read it. Y'all just read the abstract, and they said they took samples from Southeast Asia, but they didn't take any African samples. So it would you will exclude the African, with DNA won't show up if you don't have any African samples. If you just taking samples from Southeast Asia, then yeah, you're just gonna get Asian samples. But I don't know. I mean, just that was just for me reading the abstract. I just thought that was kind of you know, and peculiar, you know. But yeah, it was definitely, definitely interesting. So that's that's what I want to add in.
All right. Hey, Yashub, I'll let you respond to that, Yashub. Yashub, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you hear me?
What he needs to find in Asia is the African DNA. You just prove by saying, well, they searched the samples out in East Asia and didn't see the African DNA. So it's clear, bro. I don't know what else to tell that brother. It's clear and vivid by the evidence that they don't have an African ancestor.
All right.
I'm back, yo.
All right, we're gonna go Gullah then. Uncle said, go ahead, Gullah.
No, I was gonna say, man, you're cool one, bro. I'm tired of this dumbass shit. These dudes stupid as fuck, bro. Like O don't come from no fucking Africa. O branches off from ENO. ENO come from fucking K. Easy as that, bro. That shit came from fucking Eurasia, bro. These niggas stupid as fuck, bro. It's like slow. The only reason you find O in probably Eastern Africa because of back migrations of the Magazi people was Austroasiatic, Austroasiatic speakers that came from fucking Southeast Asia. You know what I'm saying? They went into Madagascar and shit. You know, so that's how you even got bananas and shit in fucking Africa that come from East Asia. But yeah, man, them motherfucking people ain't so yeah, they come out of Africa 70,000 years old, fucking removed, bro. But genetics and shit, genes, you know what I'm saying, micro evolution, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, genetically mutate and change. Even the motherfucking Ongai people or the Andaman Islands, you know what I'm saying, they look like, you know what I'm saying, they dark skin, you know what I'm saying, might confuse them as African, but they ain't even African. They just stay with their fucking equatorial, you know what I'm saying, areas or tropical areas just to keep that look. That's it, bro. That's how humans mutate, bro. Motherfuckers don't get it, bro. I ain't, but matter of fact, bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fan, you know what I'm saying? If motherfucker don't know this shit, I ain't even gonna be talking to you. I talk to you cool, Uncle Stead, but I ain't talking to none of these other dumbass niggas.
Can y'all hear me?
All right.
Body young though, so I
Hold on, y'all.
Can y'all hear me?
Just like this fucking debate.
Hey, Gullah, I muted your mic, and y'all relax. Mute your mic. Go ahead, Uncle Sid. Oh, Uncle Sid fell off again. All right, go ahead, honey.
Hey, yeah, definitely Jashub won. But for y'all, it's like you weren't prepared for this. The title of this one was like genetics, and you were into like the similarities between their culture and African culture, and not like honing in on the genetics like you did in your first round. And then it's like a stark, like you don't like people are not understanding what the out of Africa theory is, and it's not just that a black man walked out of Africa and started making other other civilizations. It's bigger than that, right? And so like that, and you kind of read some stuff too that said, like you said, the Negritos were basal Asians. You said that they were from Asia and that they came from Eurasians, and then you went into some pygmy stuff and just like totally negated everything you said. So like, even though I think you are a good debater, I think you dropped the ball here. And so there you go. And look at JJ on another account. We see you. You forgot that you was on another account trying to get some extra points. Antoine Hayes. All right, that's it, y'all.
All right. Now you didn't invoke JJ to come up here.
I'm just saying he on another account. Say Antoine Hayes, and he was under Mandika Mode.
Can I respond though one time?
Go ahead.
Because man, this is a clear cut ass whooping. It's a clear cut ass whooping. Anybody who she don't understand nothing about, nothing we talking about. Clearly, anybody who did would know that the basal, even the basal gene, go back to the basal Eurasian gene that they trying to use, go back to Africa. It's an African gene. That's what I'm saying. So that would show there was African people there. So you know what I'm saying? We already know what's going on, but yeah, I know he gonna have some of his people saying stuff.
Anytime you can debate me about the Negritos, I
said that Gullah bro already beat your ass. I ain't even tripping about what you gonna say. I already knew you was gonna say it before you said it. You can get your ass whooped on anything else you want to get whooped on. Hey man, I had a great time.
Bro,
Just
you stupid as
burying
fuck, you
this
bitch
pseudo
ass
ass
nigga. You ain't beat
around,
nobody. You do
man.
the same shit every
Hey,
time. Every time I
everybody
try to
that's
whoop
watching.
your ass, you
Hey,
don't
I ain't
even
ran
get
from
your
my
ass,
shit.
you stupid ass Hebrew bitch
Hey,
ass
look.
nigga. Go
Hey,
suck a
everybody
dick,
that know who
nigga.
I am.
Hey,
You a
once
Hey,
some
bitch,
out,
look.
nigga.
once some out for my nigga, y'all. Don't touch my nigga, y'all like that, bro. Real talk, nigga.
Relax.
It's cool, Steve.
All right, hey, I'm gonna mute both of y'all mics. That's enough. Fighters back to your corner. Unorthodox Moore. How you doing, brother?
It's orthodox more, but I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine.
My bad.
No, you straight fam. You straight fam. So real quick, I just want to say this. It's obvious that most people defending the loser up here tonight have no idea what the out of Africa theory is, and have no idea that my man killed himself every time he mentioned all the haplogroups he was talking about diverging or being divergent. Or even when he said basal and whatnot, fam. When you're saying basal Asian, you're saying that it's original to that spot there, fam. So unless you're trying to say that everyone, unless you're going to tell me that Rachel Dolezal is African, which you're not, you're arguing against yourself. The one thing you do understand is divergence, but you don't understand how it actually works. For y'all, you think divergence is skin tone. All black people the same, all non-black people the same. No, that's not how it works, fam. And every genetic paper you read literally cuts your own argument, fam. Everyone. And anyone who thinks otherwise, please come see me. I will get on the clock with any one of you.
Yo, that was a good point that he made.
Calling out JJ. We'll try to make that happen. All right, we got Uncle Sid in the building. Uncle Sid is calling in from the hotline. We got Uncle Sid in on the hotline. All right, Uncle Sid, you got the floor.
Peace, everybody. Great showing again, Lucifer. This was a demonstration of modern understanding of genetics, the out of Africa theory, divergent genetics, and population genetics versus Renuko Rashidi scholarship brought into 2025. Not sourced up. You were reading, and Yah was reading, but we don't know what he was reading from. But if you understand how the science worked, the terms he was using were actually outdated and inadequate for the conversation. He was engaging in lookership, especially the linguistics part where he's using a few words from here and there, negating the fact that there are but so much sounds that our voices are able to produce. So there will be similarities across the board, but that's not how you do linguistic reconstruction. These are two separate language groups that he cannot use, and he couldn't answer that question in the question and answer round. This was easy work. This was a clinical demonstration versus an emotional appeal to rhetoric that has no scientific discussion, nor does it have place in 2025. These emotional discussions or this emotional rhetoric about Gaga and and things is outdated and have no place in modern understanding.
He's muffled.
Rashidi, it did a disservice to our people if you hear the rhetoric that's coming out of your mouth. Great job, Jashub. And of course, still keep
Put your phone on the mic.
All right, Uncle Sid. Appreciate you, Uncle Sid. Appreciate you, Uncle Sid.
Yeah, niggas be stupid, bro. Come on, beat shit.
Good. Relax. Debate over. All right, Uncle JJ, you got to cut off YouTube in the background, and you got the floor. Uncle Sid was going with that too.
Oh, okay. Well, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You got the floor.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You got the floor.
Yeah. That brother, what's that young brother? I don't know his name, but you did a great job, bro. I mean, every round, immaculate. You know what I'm saying? He didn't address none of the tribes, none of them people that you was bringing up. I mean, research suggests that the earliest human presence in China can be linked to African origins. Here's the breakdowns of the findings. African migration to China. Studies indicate that modern humans migrated from Africa. Bro, be quiet. My turn to speak. My turn to speak.
No shit, but
we doing it for truth.
That's
60,000 to 100,000 years, bro.
I won already.
Every time I come on here, okay, bro, chill out.
Niggas straight stupid, but like we real stupid.
Relax.
Relax.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. Damn.
Relax.
Bro,
no, relax. It's gonna be okay.
Yashub, relax. Yashub, relax.
I gotta relax, but he up here debating.
Y'all see how they act? No, be quiet. Y'all see this?
It's okay. You like to debate because you don't really debate.
Bro, it's okay. Bro, be quiet. Be quiet, bro. Be quiet. Man. It's gonna be okay,
you gotta
bro.
keep your background. You got to flow.
Yeah. All right, man. Ain't no YouTube in the background. That's his mic. Like I say, bro, you got destroyed in this debate. Destroyed. And let me finish reading. Because you was up there. This is what you said, bro. Look at this. African migration to China, right? If they come out of Africa, then they were Africans. Ain't no getting around that. I don't care what kind of...
You there? All right,
okay.
JJ.
All right, hold up. Yeah, let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
Give me 1 minute. 1 minute.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, JJ, is the white man
out of Africa, and you originated Africa. Bro, relax. Relax, Gucci Geezy, or whatever the hell your name is. Relax.
Hey, we gon' my bad. Hey, we gonna set that up. We gonna set that up in
and
a
you
minute.
stick and you let be quiet. You know what? Hey, you know what? Like I said, the genetic evidence, DNA analysis revealed that primitive elements of DNA found in modern Chinese people are identical to those in Africa. I would have destroyed you. The old boy already destroyed you. You got your little peanut gallery voting for you. But bro, that's it. This genetic similarity supports the theory that modern Chinese people originated from Africa. You want skeletal remains? Huh? The earliest human skeletal remains in China are of Negro or Negritos, like he told you in the goddamn debate. You weren't listening. But anyway, those are old classifications. Classical Mongoloids or Australians. Speakers. Negro skeletons have been found in various regions in China, including Chengdong, Jingzhou, Xinjiang, and these Chinese other places. I got the sources to back them up too. Huh? Here, let me give you a couple stories. I don't want to take up your time, but you got these stories. You can look up the African origins of China. That's by the Geographic Project. The African origins of minor Chinese. The African origins of minor Chinese. Bro, you got destroyed. And we get ready to go review this. Me, Indigenous, and Silk. And point out that just peanut gallery gave you the victory. They wasn't paying attention. You kept killing yourself when you talking about out of Africa. Come on.
All right. Yashub,
hey, throw me up, bro. Hey, throw me up out of here, man.
All right. Oh, hold on.
My vote goes to the brother Ya. Hey, the brother Ya. And if he want to come over and do a review, we can break it down and show where this dude miserably failed.
All right. Uncle JJ. The Orthodox War was trying to talk to you. He's trying to debate you.
Hey, bro. If he ain't gonna come see me on my playing grounds,
all right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, we'll holler at you.
Yeah, we'll holler.
All right, we'll holler at you.
Yeah. Hey, throw me off, family.
I'll let you respond to that.
He don't have no response. Hey, throw me off, family.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to because you scary ass nigga. As soon as I get ready to talk, motherfucker came up here to debate. The debate over with. I won already. The nigga got his ass beat. I'm 16-0 now. He came up here with that garbage. Be quiet, y'all. I'm talking right now, bro. I just came off mute, bro. Be quiet. Mute your mic, bro. Mute your mic. I didn't say shit when you was talking, bro. Mute your fucking mic, bro. I'm trying to get at this nigga, bro. I couldn't say shit when he was talking. Y'all always want to open y'all fucking mic, man. I was quiet for you. Now be quiet for me.
Laughing at you, bro. Why you emotional?
Be the fuck
Why you
quiet,
so
bro.
emotional?
I'm
'Cause you got
addressing
your ass
JJ.
whooped, bro.
You just
I'm
fucking
calm, nigga. I'm
lost.
celebrating my victory. I'm about to roll
You
up a
ain't got
blunt,
no
nigga. What you
fucking
talking about,
victory.
nigga?
Look at the
I'm about to
poll,
roll up a
dumbass.
blunt and smoke to this
Shut your
motherfucking
dumb
victory,
ass up.
nigga.
You
What you
lost.
talking about?
You a pack,
You
bro.
got your ass, nigga.
You
We
a pack.
smoking on
As
Jashub
I was
tonight,
saying,
nigga. What you
I was
talking about?
rudely
Oh, baby,
interrupted by this loser.
Go ahead, Yashub. We got JJ. Go ahead.
Scary ass nigga left the damn panel, man. Came up here reading AI generated shit again. If you want to debate, I already told you what the fuck we can debate. Stop fucking running, nigga. I'll push your shit back too. 16-0. Fuck is you talking about? Now talk, nigga.
You done, Yashub?
Yeah, it don't take too long to address bitch niggas.
Yeah, I'll let you.
And your slides was killing me.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Dude is trash.
The
He got a gang behind him.
Hey, the poll is 63 to 37. Yashub, 52 voters. I'm gonna drop the link one more time. We need 52 people in here, man. Give us a breakdown how y'all feel. All right, go ahead, y'all.
It's a body, bro. You know, he got his I can't say you know you know what gang I'm talking about. They getting all the funding or whatever, so they coming to vote for him. Boosie been talking about him. You know what I'm saying? He got you know what I'm saying? We got his Nas X crew coming out here to vote for him, but at the end of the day, man, the facts is the facts, nigga. You lost, nigga. And look at the debate, nigga. When they came out of African, when did they switch from being Africa? When they got there, did they just say, okay, we here, we gonna morph? Morphing time. Asia. Nigga, think about this shit you be saying, stupid ass nigga, man. Hey, but look, I have fun in this motherfucker, regardless of what a motherfucker say. I know, and you know, you got your ass beat tonight, nigga.
Hey y'all, you don't need to explain yourself. You won, bro. Motherfuckers dick riding that other nigga, bro. Facts.
Then
Man,
do me a
you're
favor.
right,
Start up a
baby, bro.
live
That's
after
why I
this,
said.
and I'll beat you with your own slide.
That's why I said, Benny. That's why I said, Benny, man. We and look,
If
I
you
approve
feel
our
that
sides
tough,
again
start up a
somewhere.
live after this. I'll beat you with your own slide.
Y'all, motherfuckers dick riding that nigga. Stay off his dick.
I'll beat you with your man slides, fam. What you talking about?
Bro,
Come
you's a
on,
bitch,
man.
bro.
Hey, you can die next if you want to.
All right,
It
when we
ain't
get on the
nothing, bro.
clock.
You can die next.
When we getting on the clock, my guy.
We getting the back chat. We can figure out what we can smoke it out about.
I'm here
bro.
right
You
now.
die
Stop talking
next.
about back chat, nigga. I'm here right now.
I always see you, man. You
nigga,
talking the
Stop these
same
fuck niggas in the back chat. I'm right here right now.
Niggas is really dick riding this nigga. Go suck his dick. Gay ass bitches. The fuck?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Niggas get mad when
I'm
losers
here
get mad.
information. You talking about
nigga.
another man's dick.
You got kids watching. Let's relax.
I know, right? Yashub, let me ask you a question.
16-0, nigga. Niggas mad. What's
I'm
up?
gonna ask you a question. Yo, when they
what,
migrated,
nigga? Stop playing,
Shut
nigga.
the fuck
You a
up,
negative
bro.
16,
I was
nigga.
quiet when you said your shit, bro.
That nigga,
You
man,
have
that
no
nigga-
discipline.
That nigga
When you was
negative
talking shit
11
to
and
me,
5.
I
Nigga,
was
stop
quiet.
playing, nigga.
I was quiet, right?
Negative
Let me ask
11
y'all
and
a question.
5.
I was fucking quiet when you was talking your shit. I didn't say nothing.
Hold up, real quick. Hey, hold up, relax. Everybody relax.
Niggas want to dick
All
ride.
right,
Niggas want to dick ride, though.
Everybody relax. All right, Uncle Hercules, you had a question for Yashub. You got the flow.
Yeah, it's for both of them actually, for Yashub and yeah. Because so my question is like when they migrated out of Africa. So what time period would they be leaving Africa, and when they transitioned to no longer being African, what time period? I think you said that was like 45,000 BC.
No.
I'm just guessing. I mean, you go correct me, but I think he says about that time period. But is that a complete? Would that be 100? Like I'm gonna say, would that be 100% of the population? What percentage of the population is no longer African? Is it 100% of their population, or are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? What percentage? All of them no longer African, or do you still have a few of them that's African?
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand that part.
You have none because 70%. I mean, 100%. 70,000 years ago, they descend from ancestors that came out of Africa 70,000 years ago who are already differentiated from Africans. They're already different back then. The genes of non-Africans arose 70,000 years ago. and fathered, just like I said in my damn debate, all people outside of Africa. That includes Chinese people.
And this nigga is
Okay.
judo. You hear me now? The brother that just, and let me answer your question. The brother that just said that. Now, would you state some of just the ending of your question again? Because you said the people. Or matter of fact, I remember. Matter of fact, this is what it is, brother. You see the Neanderthal, the Homo, the Homo heidogenesis. You see all that. That is a mutation that started in Russia, in the area of Russia up north. You see what I'm saying? So when we're speaking about the migrations out of Africa, if that mutation is starting up there, then everybody that would have went to India, China, and all these other regions, they would have stayed Negroid, right? Because the mutation doesn't happen until they start mixing in with the Denisovans and the Neanderthals and the home. You see what I'm saying? So all mankind was for 2 million years, which I showed on my slide, was Homo erectus, or Homo sapien. You see what I'm saying? All mankind was. So everybody was Negro at one point.
Please.
So
Yeah, I understand. I
it just to show that these men
understand what you're saying, because I'm gonna say this last point. I lived in Southeast Asia, so you'll meet a lot of dark-skinned Asians, but just because they dark skinned, you know what I'm saying, that it doesn't make them African at all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wanting to add that part.
Yeah, I agree with that too, right? But we talking about a time of colonization, right? So you do know that it was a different race of people who actually ran out the original inhabitants. So if them people still stay there, there's going to be a lot of admixture. Even if them people try to keep separate, it's going to be because them people has been colonized. The people has been even the ones that stay secluded. You see what I'm saying? So if they mother get raped, of course you're gonna have a dark skinned man now with this good ass hair that don't look like me and you, but he still got our dark ass skin. Now, if we went back in ancient times and look when in the earlier migrations, you would see Negroes with afros all over the world, and he know that.
Yeah, this scientific racism has got to stop. Please.
Go ahead, honey. You got the flow.
Let's just say Homo sapiens was 2 million years old. What? Homo sapiens 2 million years old? There is not a source on Earth, pseudo or non-pseudo,
Hold on.
that
Now
will
let's
tell
kill
you
what
that.
you just said, right? Let's just kill because you claim to be a scholar, but you whoop out a lot of bullshit, right? So let me just kill what you just said off the top, right?
That's what you're doing.
Before there is a genetic
let it go,
mutation,
big bro. Let
before
it go,
there
big
is,
bro.
hold on. Let me hit her with the golden point. It's the dagger for her. Before there is a genetic mutation of the hybridogenosis, before that mutation starts,
I will give you $20
when
if you
everybody
say name
leaves
right
out,
now.
honey.
You murdering that name.
What do you think they are? They Negro. I don't care about no name, bro. I'm gonna murder you when it's time to. Just like I'm murder
About
buddy.
Negro? There is no
You see what I'm saying?
scientific
So I'm just
nothing
showing we
behind the
start.
word
That's
Negro,
what I'm
sir.
saying. Look. You
sound
pseudo, bro.
crazy
You
as
don't
hell. You
understand
just
how
said some
everything.
Negro.
Have the back and forth. So after you say all of that, let her respond. Then you respond. Go ahead, honey.
I'm trying to understand. He said Homo sapiens was 2 million years old. Just that alone is crazy. That's crazy, right? I don't know. I don't know where you got that. Or are you thinking that Homo sapiens are all homogeneous? Is that what you're thinking? I'm asking because Homo sapiens
No, I
are
told you
only
before.
like
Listen to what
300,000.
I'm saying, honey. Because listen to what I'm saying, so you can get what I'm saying. Before you get, it was 2.5 million years before that whole mutation of the Neanderthal or the Denisovan. That's what I'm saying. So that means at that 2.5 million years, it was all Negroes. It wasn't no genetic mutations. You see what I'm saying? The genetic mutations.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Can I talk? God damn. Motherfuckers like to correct me when I cut a motherfucker. Can I talk? Shit. God damn. Now the admixture, where you think the admixture coming from? The Denisovans, the Neanderthals, all of them is these people, the other people breeded for years and millions of years, and they stayed the same. That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, man. Hey.
You just said
Hey, that
that
pseudo shit crazy.
black you think that Negroes, which I don't know what your classification of Negro is, but you said Negroes, whatever that means, are Homo habilis.
You gotta have the conversation. So that means you hold up and let her respond. Then you go again. Go ahead, honey.
That's too many years ago, right? Like you're looking at Homo habilis, right? Like it's so many other Homo like species from there. Like Homo is just the genus. It's a lot of species under that, right? So then you're talking about like Neanderthals, Homo sapiens, Denisovans, and all these other things, right? Cro-Magnon, all of that stuff. That's okay, but you said Negroes, so you think like black people in Africa are ancient hominids? No, that's the question.
Everybody came from the black. It's the cut, but at the end of the day, this is what I say to you. We see 2.5 million years before the mutation. What was it? It was one race of people.
I understand what you're saying.
It was an admixture. That's all I'm saying. So, at the end of the day, with that being said, I'm gonna let the pseudo judos do their thing. I beat some man ass, and y'all just gotta accept it. Right. That nigga died, and y'all niggas gotta accept that. That's all it is.
That
nigga died. I'm gonna try to
I want like 15 debates out of you. I want to watch. You are backwards.
Stop explaining yourself, y'all. Quit explaining yourself, bro. Stop, bro.
Yeah, because Ben, you got up in here. Because Ben, you came up here and said some shit about dick riding. So let me tell you something.
I mean, what you mean? At the end of the day, y'all's my brother. Y'all's my brother. I'm around on y'all side.
Hush.
Come on now.
You can't even hush. We heard what you had to say, my boy. But you won't debate me. That's what you won't do. So it ain't about dick riding. I know how to read sources. And I know how to comprehend what they say.
Man, Ben,
so if I can read the source and comprehend what they say, and see that this person ain't doing that, then I'm not going to vote for them.
She really want that.
But if you want to debate me about any of this, especially you,
should I do
I'm
it, bro?
open for it.
Should I do it, bro? Should I really give her that smoke that she want, bro? I'm trying to be nice, bro. For real, bro.
Do it, please, do. It's Honey in the building.
If you keep rapping, bro, and then gonna have to take her to deep water because she don't understand nothing. And I know she don't want to debate me.
How about this, y'all?
She gonna whoop your ass. She gonna beat your ass like I beat your ass.
Hey, y'all.
You just got killed tonight.
Nigga, you lost. You can say whatever.
Or you can debate me on Africans being ancient hominids. I would really love to debate you on that one.
Is a professor.
If she really want that smoke, if she really want that smoke,
Honey Clark gonna beat that ass. Both of you niggas gonna get whooped by her, bro. Listen to the shit y'all saying.
She really want that smoke.
2.5 million-year-old Homo sapiens.
You know what's crazy though?
That's inaccurate.
You know what's crazy though? All of the scholars agree with us. So fuck what said talking about the CA, fuck what said talking about, fuck what Jashub talking, fuck what anybody else was talking about.
Everybody's here because it's what you say.
Agree with us.
Hold up. I thought my mic wasn't muted. My mic was muted. Hey, this is between Honey and Ben. So both of my debaters relax. I'm gonna get y'all opinion after. Hey Ben, she was talking to you. You got the flow, Ben.
All I'm saying is, if she really want that smoke, and Wavy, I came on your panel a couple of times to show you what's up with me, bro, and you was agreeing with me. So if she really want that smoke, I'm gonna embarrass her ass in front of her people and my people. So I advise her to pipe it down a little bit. She talking to a young nigga. She talking to a young nigga. A young nigga.
I am. I can teach you. I'm gonna teach you.
Man, this girl crazy, man. She really want.
I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Yes. So you figure out which one of these things you want to debate about, and how
her ass is 10 years older than me, about to get smoked by a young nigga. Come on now.
Let me see you do it.
We're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up. I'm gonna let Yashub. I think Yashub was trying to go in, but he was cut off.
Hey, Wavy, notice I'm 10 years younger than her. She about to get smoked.
We're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up. You agree? We're gonna set it up. Yashub, you got the flow.
Man, the longer y'all talk, she gonna whoop that ass. 100 Clark can beat both of you niggas.
Shut your bitch ass up,
Nigga
nigga.
beat both of you
Shut
niggas. You
your bitch
niggas
ass
pseudo.
up, nigga.
The longer y'all talk,
Shut
the
your
more
bitch
y'all
ass
reveal
up,
how much
nigga.
y'all don't know and
Shut
how
the
much
fuck up. Shut
crazy
the
shit
fuck
y'all
up.
Ben, let him get it out. Let him get it out. I'm gonna let you respond. But you know, y'all right after him. So hold up. Go ahead,
Yeah, y'all believe in a lot of crazy pseudo-scientific things, man. Your man came up here talking about some Egyptian language and Chinese language in this third round. His second round was non sequitur. Come on, bro. And he read articles back to back that said that these people have a Southeast Asian origin. He literally read this shit tonight. Your man cooked himself. All I had to do was read this shit back to him. Y'all, bro, just keep debating so we can keep winning. That's my last message to these niggas. Keep debating so we can keep winning. 16-0, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. They must know how we get down, bro. They don't know how we get down, bro. Come on now, bro. We do this shit, bro.
Hey, look, hold on, Ben.
We
Hold
do
on,
this
Ben.
shit, bro.
Hold on, we're gonna drop
We
the
do
fact.
this shit,
A
bro.
nigga got smoked tonight. Every nigga that spoke on his behalf already beat them niggas' asses. Gullah spoke on your half. I beat that nigga ass. Nigga, motherfucking said to spoke on your half, motherfucking behalf. That nigga was been running for a minute. You know what I mean? So I ain't no nigga worried about nothing, bro. When it come to this platform all right here, my nigga, there ain't no nigga that ever wanted to debate that I ain't got in the ring with. And you got your ass whooped tonight, bro. I dropped plenty information. I done came in here with the same pit bull tactic since I got in this motherfucker. And every one of my opponents, I done locked on their ass and shook their ass. You got your ass shook up tonight. I don't care what you talking about, nigga. I showed the unification.
You ain't got to explain yourself, bro.
Hold on, Ben. Hold on, Ben. Nah, fuck that. Hold on, Ben. The Zia dynasty, nigga. I showed you the unification of them Egyptian signs being brought there, nigga. Who you think brought them there, nigga? Did they mysteriously just come there? Nigga, stop playing with me. I showed you that them motherfucking mounds that was built in Japan, nigga, wasn't even indigenous there, nigga. And we know the small black people built that shit. So what the fuck you talking about when you talking about they just went over and you coming from a Eurocentric view, and when you keep doing that, you gonna keep niggas dumbfounded. Nigga, we are not in the motherfucking box that the Europeans want us in. We outside that motherfucking, and we gonna prove facts with the facts. We don't give a fuck about no Eurocentric education, bro. I'm destroying all that bullshit. Every time I come out, I don't give a fuck about nothing, nigga. The truth gonna stand. And the truth is, nigga, that bullshit that you was talking about, that motherfucker came out of Africa, and then when they got to Asia, they weren't African no more. You was a motherfucking liar. And a nigga with a first or second grade education could know you was a motherfucking liar. So fuck with your little gay gang running around here, nigga, voting for you every motherfucking debate when you getting your ass beat, nigga. We ain't worried about it.
Language game.
All right. But that's it.
How
That's
you
all I
talking
gotta
about
say.
education? You can't even say Heidelbergensis, fam.
Hold up.
Another body. I'm a hood nigga. I'm a street nigga, bro. I ain't gotta say
Hey, y'all.
Hey, I'm a street nigga. I can read just fine, fam. I can speak just fine.
We can hear you.
Y'all, bro. Hey, chill out, bro. Chill out. You talk.
Ben, relax. Yeah, go ahead. You got the flow.
Nah, I just like to say to the other selling who got the talking, we can hear it in you. You not no street nigga, you not no hood nigga, so we not gonna
Why?
start
Because I
pretending
sound
just
intelligent? Because I can articulate myself, nigga?
because we know niggas who spent all nighters on the block.
Yo,
to get their
dumbass
money
think
and
being ignorant is the mark
we know
of being
niggas
in
who
the hood,
didn't.
fam?
We know niggas
Really?
who didn't, and you not one of them, bro. So stop. But
Then
anyway,
let's
let
get
me get
on the
back to
fucking
the
clock,
debate.
fam.
It was a body that was caught tonight, and we could do it
Let's get
on you
on the
being a
clock
street
then.
nigga.
Why you
And I'll
talking?
show
Like,
you how you
why
not.
you running, fam?
But
Let's
at
set
the
it
end
up.
of the day, like I said, man, this nigga can talk when I'm talking.
Why
And
you
shit.
running?
This shit crazy. But you know, at the end of the day, Jashub, you got your ass beat, bro. I showed the unification of these signs, bro. You ain't even expect that. There was archaeological proof, not just genetic. I brought archaeological. You see what I'm saying? I showed you linguistics. So I gives a fuck about what
So
none
that's
of these
pseudo
pseudo
mumbo
niggas
jumbo.
got to say, nigga, because ain't none of these pseudo niggas gonna jump in this ring if they ain't got your little gang
Right.
that you got. Your
You
little
show
9-6
pseudo
gang
mumbo
will be running
jumbo.
around voting for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but
You
at the end of the day, man,
ain't gonna amount to shit in your life.
you know what's
Hey, my
Dumbass
guy, show
nigga.
me the genetic paper saying haplogroup O comes out of haplogroup E.
Hey, 9-6. I'll holler at you later. But,
Y'all,
yeah,
big bro.
you
Just
know
drop
what's
it,
up,
Now
bro.
man.
you
Just
finna run, nigga.
drop
I'm
it, bro.
asking you
Drop
right
it,
here, like
bro.
a man in front of
Drop
everybody.
it,
What
bro.
genetic
Drop
paper
it, bro.
says haplogroup O comes out of
holler at
haplogroup
you
E? That was
Them
your
niggas,
claim, fam.
Hey,
them
y'all,
niggas, them
big
niggas,
bro.
them
Drop
niggas
it.
bum
Drop
ass
it, bro.
Hey,
niggas. You a bum
hey, you
ass
up here
nigga,
washing this
bum ass
nigga's underwear?
nigga.
Shut up, bro. Let him answer a question.
Hey, 9-6.
What
Hey,
genetic
9-6.
paper says
You know
haplogroup
holler at you
O
later,
comes out of
right,
haplogroup
9-6?
E, fam?
Hey, Nas X, we're gonna holler at you later.
Hey,
all
they
right?
do this shit because they don't
You're
have
gonna
any.
run because you can't
Yeah.
answer the question.
Exactly.
Just like your man.
This is the sign of a loser.
Y'all
Shit,
Y'all
if you
good.
niggas
You
is really
another
tough and
loser.
hood the street, come deal with
Like
this
a
stuff,
man that
man.
answered none of my questions in the debate, though, right? You see what I'm saying? You see how double-minded these
He
niggas
answered
is?
all of them,
You
fam,
didn't
and they were.
answer my
Every
question.
He
question
answered
I
all
asked,
your
Right.
questions.
this man ran from every question. We heard this nigga do this shit. I showed
I
evidence,
answered
nigga. I
you.
showed you what
You didn't answer.
karate
You didn't
came
know
from,
how to
nigga.
answer my
I
question.
showed you what
That's the
Then
karate
answer the
came
very
from,
simple
nigga.
question.
Come on,
What
bruh.
genetic paper, what
And that was
geneticist
before. Come on,
says
bro. The
haplogroup
shit I brought
O
tonight,
comes
nigga,
out of
was more
haplogroup
evidence
E?
than what a nigga didn't say it on this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, nigga, or what no nigga say on here. Y'all niggas got
Renuka
your
Rashidi.
Haplogroup O. Hey, haplogroup
Hey,
O. No,
hey,
hey,
y'all,
haplogroup
hey,
O
y'all.
from N from fucking K. Bro,
that's that
y'all,
nigga
you
out there.
stupid as fuck, bro. Dumb.
Hey,
Then
ain't you the
see me
same
on
nigga
the
that ran
clock
out of
about
St.
that
Louis
stuff.
to move to Texas because you was
Debate me on
scared to give my
haplogroup O
motherfucker
coming out of
Yeah,
haplogroup
Nigga, I'm
E.
still in the end of that.
Hold up.
You the hoe, so I ain't even worried about what you
Damn,
talking
bro,
about.
you always gotta go
I'll
there,
slap your
bro.
shit.
Bro, y'all
Bro, you get beat
relax,
on the clock and
bro.
in the street. Shut your ass
All
up.
right, hold up. Everybody hold up. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. All right, Suki, you got the flow. Hold up, Orthodox. Hold up, Ben. Hold up, everybody. Suki, you got the flow. All right, Suki has fell off. Hey,
No,
man, come on, man. We can't be taking
let me say this. Let me say this.
Hold up. Hey, we can't be taking these personal shots, gang. We cannot be taking these personal shots. We gotta relax. Go ahead, Ben.
Now, y'all, if you don't know this, it's us two versus these bitch ass niggas, bro. You see that shit, bro? It's us two versus these bitch ass niggas, bro. These niggas is mad, bro.
Why would we be mad? I won.
Whoa.
Hold up. Hey, Silk. All right, Silk fell off. All right, hold up. I'm gonna let Yashub respond. Go ahead, Yashub.
Why would I be mad or anybody else be mad if I won? I fucking won. Look at the goddamn poll. I've won. It's over. It's done. You got your ass kicked. Honey Clark won a debate. She gonna kick y'all ass. Y'all don't understand scientific literature. You guys are scientifically illiterate. That's why you ran to Renuka Rashidi and Diop talking about because you don't understand the literature. When I asked you those questions, you had no idea what I was talking about.
Come on, bro.
Hey, I'll beat your ass in person, bro. I ain't even worried
Hey,
about
y'all, big dog. Hey, y'all,
no fake.
Co-ass bitch.
Hey, y'all.
Everybody do that on the internet, bro.
Wow.
Everybody say
Hey, y'all, chill out, big bro. Because if you fighting, y'all, if you fight, I gotta jump in and help you, nigga.
Hold up, man. All right, so go ahead, man. You keep dropping off. You gotta get an iPhone. You got the flow. Silk.
You know you got to
you got me, man.
All right, man. Come on. You know you ain't got that long. Go ahead.
Get it from mine.
Silk. Get your hair out the way. Your hair out the way. Go ahead, Orthodox more.
Pathetic, bro.
Orthodox more. Yeah.
All right, so when are we debating haplogroup O coming out of haplogroup E?
Yeah, he's talking to you.
I said they. Yeah, actually, I said that they are kin to them. I never said they just.
So what does that mean?
Out of them, but yeah, we can debate whatever, bro. We can debate whatever. I show evidence, bro. But I'd rather, we can also do a debate.
Yeah, hear me?
Let's do that. Let's do that debate on if you're a street nigga, because we know you're not.
See, I got to debate you just to prove that ignorance isn't the hallmark of the hood. That smart niggas can actually come from the hood.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying, right? So that's what I'm saying. To you, Eurocentric shit is smart.
No.
To me, nigga, all
actually
my
understanding the information is smart.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm Jamal Wallace. Nigga. Learn about
you feel me?
Everything the nigga said was Eurocentric.
Everything you said was Eurocentric.
Hey,
you can't even spell Eurocentric.
Hold on real quick.
I slap most
Hey,
hold up. I ain't worried about nothing.
You sound like you have to jump up to do it, man. What you
5'7"? Everybody relax. Hey, Gulla, check me out, gang. Gulla, check me out. You is on My bad, let me bring you back. Hey, Gullah, check me out. You on demon time right now, Gullah. You know you is.
Yeah, cause I'm a demon, but the nigga keep bringing
Get
up
on
the
demon
bitch
time. I
ass
go to
niggas,
bed.
low life ass, scum ass, dirty ass, bum,
Gullah,
booty ass nigga.
I'm gonna get out of conversation.
Stinking ass
But
nigga.
I
I'm
gotta,
fucked up.
Gullah. We gotta do this another time, gang. This stay debate video. We can't be you bullying him. God
Man, that
damn.
nigga ain't bullying shit. I'll beat the shit out of Joe,
And
bro.
pull up. Where you
Stop
at?
playing
Pull
with
up.
me,
Where you
baby,
at?
man. Don't
Pull
tell
up.
that
Pull
nigga
up.
he
Pull
bullying
up.
me.
Pull up. Pull up.
Man, nigga
Pull
slap
up.
the shit out of
Pull.
motherfucker. That nigga ain't worried about Gullah, man.
Hey, bro. The niggas talking
Nigga,
behind the keyboard, bro.
nigga can't even go
That's
back to his
I
crazy,
beat the
bro.
nigga.
brakes off your
All right,
bitch
hey,
ass
y'all,
nigga.
y'all,
You
y'all,
see
you
your
gotta stop.
bitch ass
Niggas
nigga.
talking
I
behind
beat
the
your
keyboard.
bitch ass nigga.
Damn,
You
bro, you
fucked
gotta
up.
stop.
Oh ass
Niggas
nigga.
talking
Oh
behind the
blood, nigga.
keyboard,
Look,
though.
Nigga,
I'm,
that's a
Y'all,
nasty blood.
I'm
Niggas
right
talking
here.
y'all,
behind the
This
keyboard,
is
though.
organized crime.
y'all niggas
I'm
playing. I'm the nigga with the shiesty man song. Why is you niggas taking low blows? Hold up, I'm muting all y'all mics. All right, hey Silky, this is my last time bringing you on. I'ma just kick your ass off. Can you hear? Silky, is you there?
All right, I can
Hey, come
hear.
on, bro.
I can hear. Mic check.
30 seconds. Hurry up.
I bet. Oh yeah, I want to get that out. I want to let the whole world know. Anybody want this debate out of Africa debate? I want to debate out of Africa. What out of Africa mean? So anybody want that debate can come see me. Step to the plate, and we can debate out of Africa. Yeah, that's on Silky D right there. Holla at me. Run up. Y'all want that smoke? Anybody want to catch that fade? Let me know. We can debate out of Africa.
Let's get it.
That's an easy body.
They scared,
Let's get it.
Silk. They scared.
Yeah, lot it up.
We just said it's an easy body. That's not
Yeah, it's an
hard.
easy body, fam.
Oh, my bad, Go ahead, Orthodox. Pop your shit.
No, it's real simple, fam. Like I'll debate that. I'll debate my man's gonna happily group O and E, all that, fam. I'll debate this dude washing underwear like on what he wants to debate on anything, you know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, fam. I got twice as many debates as Jashub, but I'm not as nice as he is. I'm way more meaner than he is.
So out of Africa, we're gonna debate that. All right, bet. What date you want? We're gonna get that date set
What
up.
works for you?
What about out of Africa?
We'll catch on the weekend.
You say on the weekend?
Yeah, we'll get it on the weekend. Let's go about 2 weeks out, 3
That's
weeks
fine with me.
out. Roger that. Out of, definition debating what out of Africa mean. What it is. I guess you saying it's out of somewhere else, but I bet.
All right, Silk.
No, I'm
Demon
saying
said,
niggas don't know how to read.
Demon said you gonna lose and say you won.
Yeah, that's normally what he do. All these niggas do that shit.
Silk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't bringing no fake sources either. That's how Jashub like to play. I like real sources.
Yeah, right. You don't read shit,
All right,
This nigga read 2 sources 3 rounds straight. Nigga, get out of here. You only had 2 sources total in 3 rounds.
all right, hey, look, hey,
That means I read real sources.
Pathetic.
Hey, Gullah.
Oh, you want me to say what
Hey,
about
hold
it? Yeah,
on.
what
Let me
about
say
out of
this.
Africa
Let me say this.
theory?
Hey, Gullah, this is a bad time, gang. This is a bad time, Gullah. You're gonna have to come back another time. Y'all didn't took it too far to where y'all can't have a regular conversation. Y'all didn't say personal shit about each other. Gullah, come back another time, gang. We're gonna do another stream. I'm gonna let you add all your differences. You could have a whole debate review on my channel about this debate. So Gullah, come back another time. It was on demon time. It's not the right time. All right, I'm gonna let y'all and then Ben speak. Yeah, you got the floor. Hey, don't mention Gullah, bro. Don't mention Gullah, y'all. Don't mention Gullah.
Nah,
You know what
he
you
need
be
to
doing.
mention St. Louis. I ain't gonna mention him.
Nah,
But,
hey, let's keep it on. Let's keep it on this. Let's keep it on this.
Yeah,
Let's keep it on this,
yeah,
bro.
we gonna keep it on this. But like I said, there's another body tonight. I don't give a fuck what this whole nigga Jashub talking about niggas or fans or whatever, nigga. Anybody that don't know both of us watch this debate, they gonna know this nigga got his ass whooped. You need to just pull up for a month and let everybody go watch the goddamn debate. This nigga gonna die, nigga to death. When they go look and see it, all the motherfucking signs being unified and see the influence of where they came from, the shit didn't just happen over. Come on, man. This shit was an ass whooping. I showed phonetics. I showed that the earliest civilization of the Shang dynasty, they called themselves Na-Ki, which Na symbolized black and Ki symbolized man. Man, this shit was over from the rap. I give a fuck about what these Eurocentric ass niggas is talking about, especially this Moore nigga. He don't even know who the fuck he is. I'm gonna beat his ass after Silky beat that nigga ass. Silky passing to me, nigga. We gonna alley hoop.
Hey, you can get that work before Silky, fam.
Hey, Ben, beat Honey ass.
You want that work before Silky?
Hey, y'all, look,
hold on,
hey,
listen
y'all.
to me, Ben. Hold on.
He
Yeah.
ain't gonna
Hey,
do
y'all.
nothing. He ain't even gonna step
Hey,
to the
y'all.
Hold
plate.
on, Ben.
Hey,
Before you talk, listen to me. Hold on, family. Listen, beat her ass. She's in the back trap. She's in the back chat, and she don't understand half-low groups. She don't understand none of that. So how she's even voting for niggas and saying niggas won in this debate? Her or him even said that they don't understand none of that shit. They saying this in the back chat. I screenshotted they shit. I screenshotted they shit, and I could throw it up. So for them putting a hand in this battle when they don't understand shit, and then this whole ass nigga Jashub talking about, I vote for her. She'll win any nigga. She don't even understand.
You will beat your ass, nigga. Like I said, you a pseudo. You will get your ass whooped by Honey Club. Like
let me get on that rap. That rap was the weakest shit I heard.
You gonna get your
I'm
ass
a
whooped
battle
again.
rapper,
I
nigga.
never saw you win.
Don't entertain that, bro. Don't entertain that, bro. Don't entertain that.
She
shit,
gonna
bro.
beat your
Don't
ass like I
entertain
beat
that,
that ass tonight, nigga.
Hey.
What are you talking about?
Hey, Wavy, can I speak, bro? I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done with the shit. I'm gonna be
You
done
don't
with the
understand
shit.
diversity. You
I'm
don't
gonna be done
understand
with the
shit.
shit. Look,
Crazy ass pseudo ass.
end of the day, I said what I said. She better come with facts, because she gonna get smoked regardless. She gonna get smoked.
You lost
On
before you
what
already debated.
topic, Ben? Put the topic out right now.
Yeah, nigga. What you want to debate? Yeah, nigga. Hey. What you want to debate, my nigga? Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Man, let her talk for herself.
Hey, y'all, you explaining yourself too much to these niggas, bro. Quit doing that shit, bro. Stop, bro.
Now you
Stop,
talk
bro.
Hey, y'all need to
about
explain
the
if you
nigga
want this
talk.
work
The
before or
cat
after
just had
this.
the nigga tongue. What the fuck you want to debate, nigga?
What is you yelling for?
shut
Calm
up
your
and
ass
do the
down,
debate.
nigga.
I ain't calming shit down,
Calm
nigga.
your ass down.
Yell when
Nigga, you
niggas
wanna
is running,
debate?
fam.
Oh no, it's calm down. You all can't debate. You can't debate this. You just said Homo sapiens was 2 fucking million years old. Please.
Bro, you
Please.
to a whole
You can't
nigga.
touch me in a debate.
No, I never said
You
that.
can't
I
touch
said
me.
it,
I'm talking about you, y'all. I already asked you for a debate on the Gritos.
These motherfuckers retarded.
You flaked on that, got beat in this debate. Now Ben want to talk about having a debate, and he gonna just keep talking about it because he never gonna come with a topic, and he never gonna step to the plate.
I'm really trying to spare this girl. See, man, look.
I'm asking you not to, so go ahead and come with a topic.
This girl, man.
Man, I beat your man ass tonight.
Okay, y'all, you go with your
got his
boy
ass
Ben, and
You
y'all
already know you ain't
think of a
even on my
topic
level. I
together,
send your ass
and
back.
then
I send
once
your
y'all
ass
think
back
of a
to one of them
topic
warm-me down
together, you
boxes.
can
You
help
know
him
what's
get
up
his
with
ass
me.
beat. You can help him
Ain't
get beat up
nobody
like
in
you
your
just
camp
did.
on my level. So at
So
the end of the day,
you
you
and
already
him
know
get
what's
together
up
and
with
get
me.
a topic together for me.
Since they talking shit, how you were, bro? I'm done talking. How you were, bro?
Man,
How you
fuck
were?
her up, bro. Pick out the topic
How
and
you
fuck
were,
her
bro?
up, bro.
How you
Pick
were,
out the
bro?
topic and fuck her up, bro. That's how I work.
He need your help. Y'all get together and get a topic for me. I'll be waiting.
Honey, you don't even
I'm
understand
always in the
small
booth.
shit. You do understand that I had to cut your ass.
Hey, y'all, you ain't got to do
Yeah,
that.
you don't understand none of the shit. Do you understand? You don't understand shit at
And
all.
you just got
You
your
got up
ass
there and
whooped.
said half the group old
You
started
brung
in
out
Africa.
2 slides.
You don't
This nigga brung
understand
out
nothing.
2 slides.
Bro,
Matter of fact, Silk
nigga,
said 1.
I brought out 50
But I
slides.
thought I was tripping
Your ass
when I seen the
don't
same
understand
slide
nothing in the
up
material.
every round.
You don't
I
understand
thought I was
anything in the
tripping. I
material.
told my
Take
girl,
the Renuka
damn, didn't
Rashidi
this nigga just
and
bring this
check
shit
out
up?
the out, nigga.
This nigga
Listen to them
had the
pseudo-ass
same
Afrocentric scholars.
motherfucking
Because you don't need
paper,
to be reading
bro.
no fucking
And
scientific
saying he
articles.
won the debate.
You don't have to understand it, dude.
Nigga, you got chewed
You don't
inside
understand
out,
this
nigga.
shit. I can pull some shit up right now.
You got
Bro, you
chewed
read
inside
that they
out,
had a
nigga.
Southeast Asian
You got
fucking
chewed
origin. How
inside
you do
out,
that?
nigga. You got
Bro, do you
tuned
know what the
inside out.
fucking title is?
You know what's
You
up, man. You
read,
got tuned
you
inside
read
out.
that the Negritos have a Southeast
You got
Asian
tuned
origin
inside
on
out,
paper,
bro. We
bro.
know that.
You
Your
beat
rap
your
was
own ass.
trash.
He did read
Your
that.
rap
I
was
said,
trash.
why did he do
Ass
that?
nigga.
You some ass bars, nigga. I will fuck you up
Stupid
if
ass
I'd have knew
nigga.
we was coming like that. If I just
You
had a
already
whip,
lost.
you was
It's
gonna
over.
rap. I'd have beat your ass at that too. You are nothing, bro. Your information
Right.
pseudo, you ain't
Right, but
shit.
you lost.
You got your ass
You
beat
lost.
tonight. I'm standing on that.
You
The world
fucking
gonna know
lost.
that. Hey, I'm the champ
You
over
lost.
here, nigga, and I'm gonna remain that, nigga.
You ain't no goddamn champ. Yeah, you
I'm
know
the
what?
champ over here.
You
I'm
the
gonna remain
champion
that,
of
nigga. Every nigga
losers.
that spoke on your behalf tonight was a
You
body,
a
nigga.
loser ass nigga.
What
Just
you
like
talking about?
Silky.
Every nigga that spoke on your behalf was a body of mine. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm saying song in this bitch, nigga.
Hey, y'all, stop explaining yourself, big bro. Stop it,
Yeah,
bro. These
nigga ain't
niggas,
got no
these
wins.
niggas is lame. These niggas is lame, bro. These niggas is lame.
He's
big
not
bro.
explaining himself. He's giving himself a pep talk. He's making himself feel better. Way different concept.
You ain't even worry about what you talking about, Mr. Rogers. You sound like a pedophile.
Well, if I rape you, probably because you sound like a child
We not even
scholastically,
worried
right?
about
But,
what you talking
so,
about,
do you
nigga.
want this work
Mr.
before or
Rogers.
after Silky? Because your debate's super easy. I can debate you tomorrow.
What?
Do you want this work
Man, I
before
ain't
or
gonna
after
lie
Silky?
to you,
Because
bro.
you are
You
super
get me.
easy.
You really get Nas X vibes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You really get them Nas X vibes, bro.
So, do you want this work before or after Silky, fam?
Bro, I'm gonna beat your ass. It can be before or after Silky. It's up to you when you want to die. Your nigga just died tonight. Come avenge his death, nigga.
Okay. So, what days out of the week works best? Works best
Oh,
for you? Do you
shit,
need
not
Hey,
the
y'all,
nigga
smoke
died.
that. Hey, y'all, smoke that nigga. Smoke that nigga, bro. Smoke that nigga, bro. Smoke that nigga, bro.
You already know it.
Smoke that nigga, bro.
It can
You
be
ain't
on
been watching
it
his
can be
underwear
on
yet,
one of these
fam?
weekends. We can go about 2 weeks out.
What was
We can
that,
go
sir?
about 2 weeks out.
2 weeks?
We can go about 2 weeks out.
All right. I got you in 2
Uh-huh.
weeks, Silky. I got you in 3.
So we come
Let's
back
get
on
it.
this bitch. All right, so look, we're gonna come back on this bitch and get the topic. We can do that whenever Wavy say he got open time, and I'll be dropping some more information for this more nigga. You know what I'm saying? Coming to avenge your nigga death.
Hey, y'all,
All right, got that nigga
y'all,
sold.
bro. Hold it down for the city, bro. Real talk, bro. Straight
You
up,
already
bro.
know it.
Straight up, bro.
Hey, with that nigga, and look, I ain't no evil nigga or nothing. I represent for the Most High. I believe in the Most High, all that good shit. But I'm gonna tell you, nigga, your soul is mine, nigga. That's that nigga Jashub. What that nigga Shane saying? Your soul is mine, nigga. Your soul is you dead, nigga.
I'm not scared
I
of
don't want to hear shit
nobody
about no
that
sick.
can't say
In the
homo
reality,
hypergamy.
I ain't talking. Nas X. I
Literally
ain't talking to you. I'm
ain't
talking
scared of
about your nigga
nobody
died
that can't
tonight,
say
Nas X.
homo Heidelbergensis,
Nas X.
fam.
right?
Nas X. We don't
It's
believe.
Heidelbergensis, bro.
We don't believe.
I'll give you
Yeah,
$20 right now if you can
even
say the
matter
whole
how
word.
to pronounce it.
I'll cash app you 20 right now if you can say homo Heidelbergensis right now.
I give you 20. I give you 1,500 if you could survive in the hood.
Nigga, I did it for years. What are you talking about?
Hey, y'all. He not ready for that, bro. He ain't ready
Did it
for
for
that,
years.
bro.
What are you talking
He
about?
ain't ready for that, bro.
He ain't ready for that.
See,
He
I
ain't
gotta
ready for
debate
that,
you
bro.
for all the Jamal Wallaces in the hood.
Ain't no nigga talking like you where I'm from, man.
I'm
I'ma
not
tell
where
you
you're
that.
from.
And if they is, they in the suburbs. If they is, they in the
Facts,
And the
suburbs.
niggas where I'm
They
from
ain't
don't talk
coming-
like
they
you,
ain't coming
man.
where I'm- That's all I'm saying.
Hey, y'all.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
I don't
cool.
know where you
Hey,
from.
y'all.
We don't have the
What's
same
our
geography.
Hey,
That's
y'all.
all right.
Hey, y'all, big boy.
Okay.
Niggas gotta understand how our
That's why
city,
I can
get
read.
down, bro. How our city
I can
get
talk
down,
to a
bro.
You
nigga
can't
for a
read.
couple
It's
seconds
obvious
and
you
know a
can't
nigga
read.
fake.
Yeah, you
Why you
struggle at
hey,
reading,
listen,
man.
fam.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
obvious
talk-
you can't read,
I can
man.
talk to
You
a
can't
nigga
read.
for
You
a
can't
couple
talk
Your ass is
seconds,
capable
fam,
in an
illiterate.
and
You
argument.
know
are
when a nigga
illiterate,
fake.
boy. Go back
Hey,
and
You
listen
listen,
to the
illiterate,
niggas
few
fam.
still
shit,
don't
man.
like me, nigga.
You are an
So I can
embarrassment
call
to
a nigga
smart
when
niggas
they
in the hood,
faking,
fam.
bro. And I'm gonna tell you,
You
both
are
of
an
you niggas
embarrassment
is.
to every
I ain't.
smart
I'm
nigga in
gonna
the
keep
hood,
it real.
fam.
Both of you niggas, bro.
You're
I'm
an
gonna keep it
embarrassment to
real.
every
I'm way
Jamal Wallace
smarter than
out there,
both of you
fam.
niggas. I'm way smarter than both of you niggas, and I proved that shit tonight.
Then
And I will
explain to
prove it again.
me,
But at the end of the day,
explain to
and I'm still
me
a nigga that came from the
any
country.
genetic
And I'm
paper that
still a nigga
specifies
that
that
came from the
haplogroup
country.
O comes
You
out of
feel me?
haplogroup
And
E.
I'm
I
still a
will
nigga that
wait
came from
right
the country.
here patiently,
And I'm
sir.
still a nigga that came from the trenches. Beat the shit out this
Hey,
nigga
hey,
Yashub.
y'all.
I don't give a fuck
I know.
about his
Hey, y'all. You better kill this nigga,
Why you
bro.
keep coming off
Kill
mute?
this
Ain't
nigga.
you
Kill this
don't you
nigga,
got a
bro.
whole stack of his underwear to watch right now? Why you keep
Kill
coming
this
off mute?
nigga, bro. Kill this
Chill
nigga, bro.
out, man. Hey,
Kill
don't
this
explain
nigga, bro.
yourself.
What type type of nigga start talking about another nigga
It's
underwear
like
and
being,
shit?
it's like
Because
being
yeah,
a
listen to
fan,
underwear
man.
all night. Like it's
Yeah,
fucking
That nigga
crazy, man.
lose
What
the
are you talking
Charlotte
about?
Hornets and shit right now.
Exactly.
Type of guy, man.
Hey, niggas acting real gay on this motherfucker, y'all.
All I know is your ass got real quiet when Honey Clark called your ass out.
We're gonna relax.
That's all I know. Honey Clark called your ass out. You got quiet, nigga.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas
Bro,
be saying
cuz
Ain't
I'm
nobody
not
scared
y'all
of no
be too
man
much
who's
smoking.
running from a
Y'all
woman, and no
be too
man
much
that can't say
smoking.
Heidelbergensis. What are y'all talking about?
Everybody relax. Y'all niggas be saying all the goddamn
You should be.
buzzwords. Hold up. Y'all niggas be saying all the goddamn buzzwords. Let me say this. I appreciate everybody for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe. Review this debate. You know what I'm saying? Bring this debate everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Do your after post debates Monday morning quarterback. Do all of that. Spread the goddamn word. One thing over here is we gonna learn every goddamn day. Yeah, and Yashub, I appreciate y'all boys for coming through. I know the ending, you know what I'm saying, got a little gangster, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in, not storming off, not crashing out, not leaving. I appreciate y'all boys for that. I'm gonna let everybody close out that's here right now. Who wanna start first? Who gotta go to work early in the morning? Who wanna go first?
You already know I gotta go to work.
Go ahead.
But shit, man, I don't give a fuck what the motherfuckers say, bro. Like, I know this as a body, my nigga. I go to sleep. I'm about to smoke. Look, I'm about to smoke. Nigga, I'm happy right now. I don't feel like I don't give a fuck what they put on the polls. We already knew they was gonna do that before they did it. They did that three of this nigga debates in a row. When we seen this nigga clearly lost. So we already knew that was gonna happen, that shit was real. But when it comes to the real information, anybody to watch, nigga, they gonna know what's up. When you go back and look the shit up for yourself, look at the information that's being brought out, we're gonna see who telling the truth. This nigga had 3 slides, bro. This nigga didn't have no information. The nigga had 3 slides and wasn't talking about shit and got pseudo people backing him up that don't understand half-low groups. Like Gunny. So yeah, man, I ain't worried. I got the victory tonight. I won, nigga. I stand on that. I'm about to smoke to that. So yeah, man, y'all have a good one. Hey, Ben, my nigga, always 100. Come through, support a nigga. And you know, Wavy, I appreciate you for always keeping it 100 and having a nigga on here. Hey, another nigga in the casket.
All right. It's only
Hey,
right.
y'all.
Ben, man, come on, bro. This ain't the back chat. I be having to tell Sicky the same thing. This is not the back chat. All right, Yashub, I'm gonna let you go right after that. You got the flow.
All right, another body, man. Another dead nigga, another dead Afrocentric, 16-0, undefeated, beat nigga's ass. Hey man, I'm gonna take a break after this one. Three back to back, bro. I did 3 back to back on wavy shit, nigga. Killing shit, smacking shit, destroying shit, nigga. I'm known for that, nigga. Yap gang. You know what we bring to the table, bro. You're gonna get a performance, you're gonna get bars, and you're gonna get science. We after all the Afrocentric and Black Hebrew Israelite ass niggas. We gonna beat y'all fucking doctrines into the fucking ground. Lucifer, nigga.
All right. My bad, Ben. Let me go unmute your mic. Go ahead, Ben. You got the floor. We closing out.
I'm just gonna say this, bro. End of the day, I said what I said, and y'all gonna be seeing me kill her ass. And there was a lot of dick riding niggas in here tonight.
Simpson.
It was a lot of it was a lot of dick riding niggas in here tonight. And with that, I thank you for letting me hop on this motherfucker wave. You know I fuck with you, bro. The long way, nigga.
Hey, Ben, why you trying to be OJ Simpson?
What the?
All right, you better get you a Johnny Cochran. All right, the Orthodox Moor, man, you came over here, you got you a fade lined up. Go ahead, brother, you got the flow.
I got me 2 lined up. If you got to whatever his name is, don't run to do the debate tonight. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I will see y'all here 2 weeks Sunday and 3 weeks Sunday. I'll be here for both of them if the opponents do not run. Representing for all the Jamal Wallaces out there, all the smart niggas in the hood who are sick and tired of all the pseudo nonsense, man. Because this stuff got to die in 2025. Shout out to your audience, my guy, because like the majority of people watching are educated. I like that. I appreciate that. That's interesting to me. I don't normally see that in these debate circles or whatnot, right? I highly appreciate that. That means I can actually talk about some real stuff and actually get it understood or whatnot, right? That being the case, it's 2025 and pseudism must die, fam. Peace. Yeah.
All right. Hey man, like I said, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Hey man, be tired of wearing that bullshit, man. Be tired of shopping at Temu. Be tired of shopping at shop.com and all these other crazy ass spots. Pine Club Apparel, man. And just like that, we out of here. Y'all take it easy.